We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout-out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
I was gonna say something else. Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, well, too late. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Underground Initiative, a secret underground organization where a menagerie of maddening Midwesterners gather around to explore the realms beyond through the medium of tabletop RPGs, and occasionally we forget stuff. Hey, guys, how's it going? What'd you forget?
Oh, me?
Oh, don't we all?
You're worse than me right now.
What'd you forget?
I don't even remember who forgot.
You know what we didn't forget? Our patrons over at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. Check it out. For every donation that we get will go to improving the stream's overall quality. More tech, more minis, more artwork, just more stuff in general. We are also running a promotion for every 10 patrons that we get of any tier level. I will wear a lovely colorful wig for an entire session. If we get 20 patrons, then we will have a random drawing, and that per person will receive a copy of John's book. Oh, John and others, John and Co. The Written in Blood book, an anthology series. If you don't want that, then you could always just pick it up at Drive Through Fiction. If you can't find the link, you can find it at FromOuterSpace.com.
In the description below.
In the description below. But yeah, first, whenever we get up to 20 patrons, we'll hold a random raffle to see who will get a copy of that book. If you want it signed by yours truly, John, we can make that arrangement. We'll have to pull some teeth, but I'm sure we can get John to facilitate such things. John, once again, congratulations on your book deal.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, if you do become a patron, not only do you get to help facilitate all those crazy ideas, you also get to get access to our Discord, where you can talk with us and other Patreon members, members of the community, and your name will be included in the credits of each episode. As long as the internet continues to exist in its current form, and if it's your first time donating, we'll shout you out at the beginning of an episode. Based on the timing of when you used to sign up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Pending the name.
Pending the name.
Pending
that's fair. That's fair.
Some people are overly creative. Let's just put it that way.
Understandable.
Name must be. Name must be at least PG-13.
Preferably. Otherwise, we'll have to get creative. But I believe that covers everything as of right now. So without further ado, we can begin. Last we left off, the Fist has made it to Devil's Reach.
Right.
Utilizing, doing some quests for Rillian, a infernal creature here living in Devil's Reach. Vaxxus has been able to gain a significant amount of information in regards to someone that he is wanting to find, a man by the name of Brother Malmos, who presumably is residing in Dender, the fabled city and desert city continent in the west. However, there is a much more pressing matter in Devil's Reach that is taking up Vaxxus's attention. His brother-in-law, Thal.
Brother-in-law?
Brother-in-laws. Thal. Is
Waka.
is apparently wanted for murder. Apparently, he beat up 3 clerics of the Order of the 12 Divines within his own tavern, the Tainted Tonic. No one knows where he is, but experts believe that he is still within the confines of Devil's Reach proper. While his aunt Emerith is unfortunately jailed in the Devil's Reach jailhouse. If anything, just to keep her away from the religious, I'm not going to say fanatics, but the religious-fueled agitation of the Order of the 12, who are still just visiting nearby Devil's Reach.
To keep her away from Orlin.
That too. That too.
Got any smokes?
You met with the Order of the 12, investigated the bodies as best as you could, and found that the members of the Order of the 12 are agitated, to say the least. They are just experiencing frustration, paranoia, and quick temper. And according to Emerith, a lot of the townsfolk are also experiencing this wave of heightened anxiety, let's call it. Investigating the scene of the crime, the tainted tonic proper, you guys did find evidence of a struggle. You also found evidence of some untoward spell crafting happening inside of the tainted tonic itself by way of these magically augmented mushrooms known as trustfall. Mushrooms that are only usually cultivated in certain parts of the Underdark and Zugutmoy's demonic realm.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to Mushroom Hell.
No.
Portobellos every day. Nothing else. Hey, if you like it, good for you. I haven't had... Whatever. This isn't an attack on portobellos. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. Anyways.
Or is it?
Investigations also led to a section of Devil's Reach known as the Hop House, a sort of orphanage slash poorhouse for like the low-standing members of the Devil's Reach Society to come by, have a good meal, have a place to sleep, maybe pick some pockets, that sort of thing. You eventually met an individual named Molly, a young tiefling lass with a golden eye and golden scars across her body. She seems to know where Thal is and is willing to take you there. She brings you inside to the hop house proper and leads you to a yellow and gold door. With a hand on the door, you are all, Lindira as well, because she's here. No reason in particular, she's just there. And then you are all teleported to a different place. A gilded hall with the fantastic marble flooring, golden gilded framework in the floors and the walls, ruined, majestic, beautiful white and red pillars in random corners of this room, a long hallway that stretches off somewhere, large outdoor windows that depict some sort of red sandstorm below, and the smell of infernal sulfur has never been stronger for, I would say, all of you. Molly is also here, accompanied by a dwarven lass individual with amber-colored skin, short red hairs tied in a bun, wearing very simple blue and gold cleric robes. And as you and Molly describes the individual, the dwarven lass, as a person named Hope, and the location that you are in is the House of Hope. Upon this realization, Lindira just spins around confused and just awkwardly says out loud, "Where the hells are we?"
This happens to us at least once a day.
You guys go on the best adventures. Kulkras did feel some element of spellcraft happening that brought you here. So Mage Slayer is 100% applicable should you choose.
Annihilate an orphan.
That'll learn them.
It's the perfect crime.
I don't know if I can say any publicity is good publicity at this point.
I just have to point out, derailing this for a moment, I've been keeping track of heavy weapon master or armor master this entire campaign. Stopped 207 damage at does 3 per hit, which for those who are good at math, how many times is that?
All right, so I wasn't
200 divided by 3.
207 divided by 3.
207 divided by 3. Hold on.
Do you see that smoke coming out of his ears?
That biological calculator.
It's like 68 or 69.
69.
Nice.
Stop 69 hits.
69. I thought we weren't going to do any ego stroking tonight.
He's been attacked more than 69 times.
But they're just the non-magic ones.
That's hilarious.
Just wait till his armor stops 69 criticals.
I would like to say
We'll get
I would like to say on the record. Giggity.
I'll say. Anyways. Hope speaks up, and they have a very mousy, trying to come into their own sort of presentation to themselves, and she just sort of says, "Yes, hello, I'm Hope. Nice to meet you all. This is my house. I wouldn't call this a house. I'd call it more of a mansion." Molly speaks up. Now, calm down, Hope. You don't have to get all specific. Just tell them who you are and what you do. Okay, fine. Anyways, like I said, I am Hope, and I try to give hope to the hopeless. Thal was one such individual. He was looking for a place to lay low, and I believe that this is the most safest place where he can be stowed away.
Hey, Orlin, does this place meet your standards from your fancy smancy home?
This is by far the nicest place you've taken me.
Wow, you even left Sir Count Orlin speechless. Go on.
Wonderful. Anyways, I can summon Thal if you wish, or if you wish to peruse the house, you are more than welcome to. You will most likely encounter some individuals who, let's just say, are not ready to make their way out to the mortal realm. They are recovering, I think is the best way to say, much like myself. But that's neither here nor there.
Is this person like a tiefling in disguise?
Make an insight check.
Some other kind of critter?
Make an insight or arcana check, your choice. And you are guided, so you can add a d4 to this.
Wow, that's true. I gotta bring that back up. Thanks for reminding me.
You said it looks like a door?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Do they look like a man?
Wow, we're back to this. All right, at least we're getting out of the way. 4
total?
with guidance, yes.
Was that arcana or insight?
Doesn't matter. It both
Doesn't
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you're right. Doesn't matter.
Hard to tell. I mean, you're Devil's Reach absolutely has illusionary shysters and tricksters. This could be a very elaborate ruse, or this could just be another weird things that happens in the world of Terra.
I'd probably just drank too much. My mind's getting ahead of me. Yeah.
Can I do an arcana check to see where we might be? Or a different
Yeah, absolutely.
plane of existence or something?
Does Orlin want to make a roll of any kind?
Now I'm just taking it all in.
Okay, cool.
Wow, a place that isn't rusted or piss covered.
I'm not standing in poop.
Yeah, give it time.
I'm gonna find the paper towels first.
We'll have to make some changes around here.
What?
Add your guidance.
Shh. That's your guidance. It could be big.
It can't be as bad as I did last time. I was literally rolling higher on the D4 than it was the D20. It was
Actually,
it was insane.
This is a little embarrassing because I rolled a 1, so that means my arcana check is sitting at a 5 so far, which is above yours.
-3 is what he rolled.
So 9.
9. I mean,
we're in a nice place.
you are in a very nice place. Like I said, the smell of infernal sulfur is a spell that you've grown accustomed to in Devil's Reach, wherever you are now is just, it smells a lot more potent, let's say. Where exactly, you're not exactly sure. You could be underground in Devil's Reach for all you know.
Colors were like bright and white and stuff though, or was it more infernal looking, or?
Everything here seems to be like darker colors. There's black, gray stone that has like gold bars that like segment different like triangular patterns on the stonework floor. There are like ridiculously tall library shelves of books that are housed on like ridiculously fancy wood that has like gold, like it's either brass or gold, like decorations. All of like the candelabras, you believe, solid gold. It's like ridiculously fancy, but not gaudy. It's just shy of gaudy. And like any other color, it would be gaudy as fuck. But this hits that just I'm important, I'm rich, I am refined. This place is refined to a T. Molly speaks up. Well, I guess I'll go find Thol. Guess you lot just sit tight, and I'll be right back. And then she disappears in like a burst of flame.
Orlin, what did you do to her?
Wasn't me.
Mage Slayer.
You're the strongest wizard we know. Of course it was you.
Lindira is like giddy, looking out of like the nearest gigantic window that she can find. The windows doesn't have any glass, so it's just an open window.
Hey, get away from there.
What's outside? What does it look like out there?
Come closer. Make a perception check.
I can't catch you if you fall. Get away from there.
That's a lie.
No, it's really true. I can't fly. Wait,
23.
Wait, can I fly?
23. You look outside and you see like elements of like rock and stone just outside of this building, and you see it stretches out for a little while. This house is pretty big, but then you see like there is no yard. It's just like a house built within the mountains, but those mountains only go so far, and then they just end. It doesn't like go into a river or ground. It just ends, which makes you think either you're ridiculously high up or you are on something that is floating in midair. And then you try to find the ground. You do not find it. Instead, you find, like maybe a mile away, a thick cloud of red, smoky clouds that just seems to cover the whatever landscape that there is underneath you. Like that's all you can see. So
The spice must flow.
yeah. So at the very least, you think that you are ridiculously high up. High up of what or where? That's where things get tricky and uncertain.
Man, you're 2 for 2 tonight, guy. There's a few off camera too.
Hope speaks up. If you're wondering about where you are, I guess we can say that we are kind of in the Nine Hells. We are just above everything, high above Avernus, the first layer, but we are just far enough out of reach that their infernal machines and their flying imps can't reach us. We are a small slice of heaven within the hells.
Great place to bring kids.
Yeah. Well, as long as I'm running the place, yes. At least I hope so.
I mean, which one's worse, this place or the incursion transformation? That seemed pretty hellish.
Why are those the only two options?
Because that's where the orc kids were taken.
Did Saoirse come with us then?
Saoirse is with you guys. Saoirse...
Is she like freaking people out because she definitely looks pretty demonish.
She definitely got a lot of weird looks within town.
We poured it.
Oh.
Actually, go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage. Just like gauge Saoirse's vibe right now.
What?
A lot.
29?
29.
Wow.
Saoirse feels excitable. Like Saoirse's really enjoying the vibe of this place. That's
Saoirse just in their damn messages.
like Saoirse has like found their own like porthole window and is looking out it, and she is actively fighting against the urge to like jump out and fly.
No. Do as I say, not as I do.
Remind me where our annoying friend comes from.
Which one? Him?
You gotta be very specific.
The one that you guys don't like.
Oh, Rico?
There you go.
Nope. I don't want to say his name because if he's here,
Maybe Arby's. I mean Arbington.
our flying nuisance.
Toffee?
Tofu. Yeah,
I'm
Toffee.
trying to avoid his name, but I don't want to summon him.
Yeah, it's tofu, but yeah, toffee sounds better.
Is he here?
Make a perception check.
Because I can see invisible, I think.
I don't know if we're on a different plane, if that affects it or not, though. Because we're like right.
Does this get guidance too, or?
This does get guidance too. It's an ability check.
Because I think the astral plane is only next to the material. It's not next to I'm losing track of places.
There's so many.
That was
planes.
much higher than I thought it was.
That's why I have this. It's all of the planes.
Oh no, the ethereal. I think the ethereal is only next to the material. It's not next to like the outer or the inner, the other planes. Maybe I read that somewhere.
Vaxxus doesn't know this, but yes, you are correct.
23.
Yeah.
Okay, 31.
You are very certain that Toful is not in this room. You also still don't see that flying ethereal maggot thing either.
Good, let it be gone. Toffel is from here. This side, isn't he, though?
Well, I would imagine he's from somewhere around here, somewhere way down there in all the hellfire or whatever.
Well, he's not with us, so good. We didn't give away the location.
A few moments go by, and another two small puffs of flame appear within the chamber that you guys are in. Molly comes back, and she is accompanied by a big-looking tiefling with long black hair and a ponytail. He has the stereotypical mustache and beard that classic devils tend to have. Deep red skin, flannel shirt, and suspenders. His sleeves are rolled up to reveal like just these hulking biceps.
An axe over his shoulder.
No weapons.
He was chopping wood.
He is wearing like just plain common clothes. But you imagine that this individual to be Thal. Vaxxus, you know this individual is Thal. He sees you, and he's immediately going to try to punch you.
That's fair.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, cool.
I don't even try to avoid it. I just let him hit me. I'll say for added spice.
Immediately he just sees you. You undead son of a bitch, and just punches you right in the face. You take 1 point of damage.
That's what you get.
Shut up, Orlin. You don't even know the whole story.
I'm sure you deserved it.
I don't know if he's helping his
Damn
case.
right he does.
I don't know if he's helping his case right now, though.
The hell are you doing out here?
We're trying to clear your name, because by the sounds of it, I don't think you killed those people in the bar.
Did Emerith put you up to this? Lindy, did you put him up to this? Whoa, I just got here.
She did. Don't let her lie to you.
I don't want help, least of all from you. So, take them back whatever hole you crawled out of, go back there. I don't need your help. I don't want your help.
What, you just plan to stay here then?
Better than out there.
Yeah.
Not so different from your plan.
We need to clear your name. Obviously you didn't do this.
No, I didn't. I was serving these cleric pieces of shit, and they're sanctimonious, let's all come together, kumbaya type of deal. Next thing I know, they're puking and heaving all over my nicely clean floors, and then they die. They just started choking and they died. Emerith said that I should probably hide. Yeah, probably should have. And I've been doing some work for Molly in the hop house, delivering food and such. They always said that if I ever needed a place to lay low or a place to crash when times get hard, I could always come to them. Never in my wildest dreams that I would be hiding out here, but yeah, as long as I cook and keep things spick and spam, and yeah, I can stay here pretty much as long as I want.
Well, Auntie is taking the heat for you right now. Yes.
Yeah. I figured that might have been the case.
Does that sit right with you?
No, none of this sits right with me.
Then what are you gonna do about it? Just sit here under your rock?
What can
Like
I
I
do
usually
about
do.
it?
Well, as much as I'm not keen on the idea, perhaps you should just tell the truth.
What, and you think that they're gonna believe me? Everyone in town knows how much I hate the 12. The Order, not the actual gods.
Well, maybe if you go talk to them and tell them the truth, it would distract them long enough for me to go get the truth from the people that actually died.
Let me ask you this. Have you spoken to them since you've been back? The Order that's in?
They probably wouldn't even give me the time of day. You can thank Sir Orlin Trinette over here for that conversation.
Count Orlin Trinette, but yes, I have talked to them.
Whatever.
Make it a
Count Orlin Trinette.
He does seem like a
I just imagine that's how you walk around.
With my big dick, yeah.
the drunk is traveling with royalty? Make a persuasion check. Just to like.
I mean, can I give him advantage?
I'll say no, only because Thal doesn't believe you.
Fair.
16.
16.
That's pretty good.
How does Orlin present himself? Like, how is Orlin convincing
Just don't
of
pick
his station?
Just don't pick your nose.
Honestly,
How am I convincing at my station? I mean, I'm standing there in immaculate armor with like perfect posture and signet ring on, and then a shiny shield. And
That would be funny if you're an action figure and your arms never stop go like this.
Just a Hellcat sitting next to him.
perfectly in place there.
yeah, that's enough. He's like, Traveling with royalty? Where has the world gone to? Alright. Count. You've spoken to these holy men?
Yes, they're looking for somebody to blame, but we have found some evidence that it was goes beyond you.
So if I go to these people now, do you think that they'll treat me fairly?
They are very agitated at the moment. I don't know if you would get a fair trial.
Sorry, Ro, but that's not a chance that I'm willing to take just yet.
Good.
Not to undermine you, but that was the case.
They were a bunch of morons.
Let's say I promise I won't let them take you. You have my word.
The thing is, the mushrooms we found around the taverns are known for influencing people's minds, and I'm guessing they're probably under a similar influence, so I don't think they're thinking on their own terms.
Well, we only found them near the bar. Did you see them somewhere else,
We were
Orlin?
looking for them in their camp, though.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, but they were highly agitated, so.
What mushrooms are you talking about?
Oh, these ones! Just pull them out.
I mean, you did have them, didn't you?
Yeah, we
You guys do have them. You plugged them out.
Have you seen any crap like this before, Hope? Or maybe you know something?
Sure. Let me take a look.
Oh, nice.
What roads
she...
do the gray path usually use? Are they just gray?
The ones in, was it Benzu?
Well, we met the mushroom person.
The ones in Langdale had yellow robes.
That was, I think it was Wangdale.
Yeah, Wangdale. What was Wangdale wearing?
They had yellow robes,
Was
right?
it the robe?
Sure, that sounds right. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
The Wangdale shroom dudes were wearing yellow robes, putrid, like.
But
They were almost like puke yellow robes.
Because what was her name? Was she wearing it specifically?
Yadi?
Yadi?
Yadi.
Was Yada Yada wearing that?
Anyone who wants to remember what Yadi's equipment were, feel free to make a history check.
Is this also guided?
Yeah, also guided.
Balls.
8.
Any check is guided.
Oh.
Check.
Checkmate. Oh, that's pretty good. I get a +0 to this, but it is 19.
19. What did you roll?
8.
8. I think at the time Orlin was experiencing a lot of like righteous bloodlust in the moment.
We're dead.
Purge the heretic.
Let's get this bitch.
Kulkras, you from one warrior's mindset, tries to imagine like, okay, what the hell am I getting into before a fight? You do recall that Yadi was wearing leather armor for the most part, a staff that had like mushrooms growing out of it, as well as this like really ugly yellow leather cloak that had like some sort of like moss or mold growing all over it. So she literally wears her convictions.
I'm going to describe that to him and ask if that person's been around.
Well, what does Hope say about the mushrooms?
It looks like this mushroom is currently benign. It originally was a mushroom known as Trust Fall, and as you said,
That was actually named Steve. I talked to him earlier.
Oh, Steve. Hello, Steve. Nice to meet you. I'm
Wonder if
Hope. Welcome to the House of Hope.
You just said it was a nerd. Maybe he's dead.
You just scream when you go to talk to plants again. I'm dying.
Well, Steve here is a type of mushroom that indeed, when you ingest, when a person ingests of its spores, do become agitated, paranoid. Endorphins and whatnot are all over the place. You have trouble sleeping while these spores are inside of you. Also, yes, individuals who have these spores inside of them can't be affected by healing or resurrection magics.
They did mention that they didn't have access to their divine powers.
Well, that's certainly troubling, but this mushroom, as I said, is inert. It's been magically altered in some way to act as a catalyst for spellcraft, and I've managed to identify the spell in mind, plant growth. So this was used to primarily cast plant growth on these particular shrooms from this particular type of mushroom. That's weird.
So there are more around town?
Seems likely.
So, I know.
But the mushroom itself now is entirely harmless.
I know.
She picks off a piece and eats it. Oh, it's quite tasty.
Yeah, we did pluck it from the earth, so it's probably dead.
Poor Steve.
Damn it, Steve.
So, I know you don't want to talk to me anymore, Thal, but you have to answer our questions if you want us to help you. So, have the rest of those goody-goody god-peddling folk come around, been eating at the bar?
Lindira comes up to your side, Vaxxus, and looks at Thal and says, "Come on, Thal. We just want to help." Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's about as high as I'm gonna get.
85?
6.
I think I even topped Guy so far tonight. 32.
Nice.
It's about the highest I can roll for the...
No, I literally
Perception.
I got a 19 and a 4. So
That's good.
That's
The
what I
DC,
got.
the DC was 30, so this is Thal.
Now I actually have to proceed with this?
yeah, that was literally about the highest I was gonna get.
Thal finally unclenches his fists and pulls out a little tin container, pulls out some stuff and just puts it behind his gums.
Yeah, that shoe.
His aunt smokes. He's a chewer.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Out of character, chew is gross. Chew is
It's really weird. My family keeps getting cancer.
Our teeth keep falling out. We don't know why.
I got this hole in my cheek. I don't know where it came from. It just popped up.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Still lives to be
No,
105
no,
though. Still lives to be 105 though.
I mean, they do have magic healing, so they probably just reattach the lip.
Yeah, I think that tracks, John. Go ahead.
Calming down, Thal goes, Yeah, those the members of this particular caravan have been coming around maybe 2-3 times a year, trying to patch things up with me and them, because whenever, I don't know if you guys know about this, but close to 2 decades ago, we had a lot of people in town disappear. And we don't exactly know what happened. We believe that they died, that they were massacred. Some believe that they went up into the sky to join the heavens. Me and my family, we wanted answers. So we tried to save up money to afford any type of miracle that the church can provide. Unfortunately, those answers of just saying, no, we don't know anything, was very expensive. Just trying to cast a resurrection takes 500 gold's worth. We don't make that much. Not in this family.
Can I tell you what I told Auntie?
What?
They're not dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, during his thing, they could have died. We're just looking at you, just.
What do you mean they're not dead?
Well, I mean, they're kind of dead, and they're different. They're devils right now.
So why aren't you?
I wish I could tell you. I was cursed in other ways, I guess you could say.
I don't know what to do with that right now, so...
I have this information on a very skanky source, but it's very accurate.
He immediately looks at little Lindira, and she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-uh.
No, Lindy had no knowledge of this. It was something I came upon a day or two ago.
Like I said, I don't know how to deal with that right now. One thing at a time. Anyways, the church would often come by just to spend money at the tavern. Is like the least that they could do. And all I have to do is be cordial, say yes sir, no sir, and collect their money because hey, money's money. They came in one night, same as any other. I tried to be as cordial with them as I could. They tried to be as cordial as they could, and then that's when they started to cough and hack and wheeze and die in the tainted tonic. That's all I really know.
Did you make the food, or did someone else make the food?
I made some. NTM made some as well. So we both had hands in cooking. I used 100%, like freshly grown ingredients here in Devil's Reach. I don't buy like the special seasoning or whatever that the order likes to sell. Sometimes they sell like some dried meats, some salts, some like flavoring powder. I don't do that.
We don't use cumin in Devil's Reach.
Yeah, we don't use Soylent Green out here.
We don't cook with the devil's lettuce. We do other things with it. So.
Everyone else, every other tavern and food stores in Devil's Reach loves to use the like whatever seasoning the rest of Terra uses. They usually buy from the Order of the 12 because they're supposed to be divine tasting and whatnot. I could care less.
Did you notice anything unusual about the three that died when they came in? Or maybe, I don't want to say anything unusual about Auntie that day.
No. Well, I mean, not just that day, but other times that month, because they've been in town for about a month and they only come in like maybe once a week or so whenever they are in town. Every time they seem to be just a little bit more short-fused, short-tempered. Not exactly sure why, but yeah, I guess that night they just seemed a lot more agitated than usual. That was about it.
I guess we forgot about the mushroom explanation already. The mushrooms are making them agitated.
I'm just trying to figure out if something else is going on or if it's like slowly been like seeping into their diet, I guess.
But no, I'm kind of casually mentioning it out loud in general. I don't know why they were agitated, the mushrooms.
Well, I have a feeling Thaw kind of caught on to that when Hope was explaining what was going on.
Now, getting back to my question about the person in the ugly mustard-colored leather.
Oh,
hood.
yes, yeah. Sorry. What else did you?
I was asking if she was there
on
Thaw's account.
I didn't see this person, but I think Auntie M mentioned that we had some sort of stranger come by just to take a look at our bushes and whatnot, saying, "Hey, you should trim those hedges." But we never do.
Were they covered in moss?
She mentioned a girl with green hair. That's really about it.
What was was green hair part of it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. And I'm like,
Yeah, he does have green hair.
that bitch.
Yada yada strikes again.
Yada's yada her last.
Well, if this Yadi has some information, then I guess go find her, or
I think it's.
I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this. That's why I'm here.
All I'm saying is you could probably clear your name if you just told them the truth. It makes you look even guiltier when you hide like this.
I think we might need to clear out those mushrooms first, because I don't think they're going to listen to reason.
Well, of course we'll show them, but we'd have to maybe track down the rest if there's more around the town or around that camp or whatever. It sounds like maybe they're eating them or something and they don't even know it.
Well, right now it's my word against theirs, and they already seem to think that I'm guilty. And if they're in a state of paranoia and they want a crusade, then I kind of like my chances just waiting out here. If you can balance the scales of justice, as they say, I'll be willing to step out and say my piece. But until then, I'd like to stay here.
Not even if I said Mr. Count Orlin Trinette would speak on your behalf? You will do that, right, Orlin?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Now, with all due respect, your Lord Fanciness, Devil's Reach doesn't recognize Arcane royalty, not as much. Now, maybe you do have some sway with the Order of the 12. I don't know that for sure. So, with all due respect, I would like to just wait here until, I don't know, there's some evidence that can help my case. Because I don't trust those Order members, and they sure as hell don't trust me.
Well, if you're alright with letting Auntie take the fall for you in the time being, then so be it. Stay here in your fancy schmancy House of Hope or whatever.
We've had to make a lot of compromises, and we've had to cover for each other for a very long time over your choices.
What do you mean, my choices?
You mean my choice? Whose idea was it to go off into the forest with Brother Malmos?
That was not my idea. You know I could never say no to her.
And she couldn't say no to you. Vitra was supposed to make something of her life. But no, she gave up her dreams to be with you.
And we'll lean over to Hope. You have like a snack or something?
Yeah, you want some popcorn? It's caramel. It's pretty good.
No thanks.
She made her choice, and yes, I wish maybe she would have chosen differently, but I can't change the past. I can't.
Always an excuse. Well, you might not be able to change the past, but you can sure as hell affect the present. And if you want me to have a better idea of you, then help me out. Help Emery out. Get me out of this situation.
mean, the door's right there, but fine. If you want to hide, maybe we can come up and conjure some magical evidence to come out of nowhere. So fine, go ahead and hide, and we'll see if we can clear your name without you.
I'd say good luck. And he just walks away.
I just start arguing with him here. Why did you think it was a good idea for me to talk to you?
What? You needed to clear the air.
Yeah, now it smells like garbage.
It does. This whole place does.
Why does everyone here a stubborn jackass?
I don't know.
Runs in the family. I don't know.
Well, what about the 12 don't run in your family? Those guys are stubborn jackasses too.
Well, I'm their favorite. I think it just rubs off on them eventually.
Molly speaks up. That's the secret about this world. Everyone's a stubborn jackass. Everyone. You just got the ones who admit it and the ones who don't. That's the only real difference between people.
And are you one that admits it? You're not. You don't really look like that. I don't believe you.
Good. That means you're smarter than most.
Face Slayer.
I just start trying to drag Lindira by her collar. All right, we're out of here. We start going, or at least I start going back toward the door because there's nothing else we can really do.
Funny, there's no door in this room.
How do we get out of here, Hope?
Oh,
What gate?
of course. Molly, can you bring your visitors back to their plane? Sure thing, Hope. All right, come on, gather around.
What did I tell you about standing too close to that window?
But we're so high up, and I know you'll catch me.
Don't do that. I can't catch you.
You always do.
Not if it keeps falling out of windows.
Keeps falling out of it, and then you are all in golden light as Molly plane shifts you back to that yellow and golden painted door within the hop house. Back to Devil's
I was
Reach.
gonna say, I know everything smells like salt, but did she really plane shit us out?
At least you guys can smell a bit better now.
Yeah, it's back to the real world where it's piss and shit. And the sulfur.
Enjoy.
Molly looks to the rest of you. So, yeah, I guess Hope will be holding on to Thal in the meantime. If you can prove his innocence, great. If not, well, then I guess the House of Hope is going to have a permanent residence.
As well as the jail.
Yeah.
They are definitely going to need more smokes in there.
Well, your taxes about to go up. It's paid by the town.
This is Devil's Reach. We don't have taxes. It's a paradise.
So, what? Well, then you think there's more of these mushrooms around that are affecting the
It's likely that one has a plant growth thing attached to it is probably getting them around the city, or at least around that area.
And we know from our studying of it, those 4 around the end were used as a magic enhancing circle thingy.
Well, do you think maybe Saoirse could sniff them out? Or maybe Kulkras. He seems like he notices everything nowadays.
You can see through everything. Ugh, get that looked at.
I don't know, maybe we should just head back to that camp or whatever.
If we take some, well, after a long rest, if I use more of the incense, I can get a spell that helps me locate specific plants, but only point me in the nearest direction of one. So if there's a bunch all around, it'll just point me to the nearest one.
What time is it?
It is, I'll say 2 p.m.-ish.
Might be a little early for...
I have a ton of the incense.
Um,
I'm gonna keep huffing the stuff unless I know that's our plan of action.
should we go back to your aunt so she can tell us if Yada Yada's here? Wait, will they let us see her again?
I don't see why not. It's not like we're trying to break her out. Don't tell them we're going to break her out.
I don't think she's formally under arrest, but she is more of a for her protection type thing.
I suppose. I mean, with her mean right hook, and they should be more afraid of her, especially when she has a frying pan.
We have to have a sin guard with us. So.
I can help get you guys into places if you need to.
Does that mean she can cast the most powerful spell of all?
Someone from Ingo?
Cast iron.
I thought it was Magician's Brick.
Magician's brick.
It's not rock, paper, scissors. It's brick, scissors, paper.
So what's the plan?
We'll probably make our way back to the Devil's Law Hall, I guess, or the
Okay.
Devil's Reach Law Hall.
Not a problem. As you guys leave the wooden barn exterior of the hop house, Lindera actually pulls on your shoulder a little bit. Vaxxus. Hey, since we're on 8th Street, do you mind if we stop by a shop real quick? I just want to see if they have something in stock. Shouldn't take long.
You want to go shopping now?
It's important, to be fair. Like, I know we're dealing with a lot, but this is important.
All right, fine. Lead the way.
All right, come on. You guys, like I said, you guys are on 8th Street. This place is filled with a lot of like the smells of bubbling potions, tonics, tinctures, and elixirs. Kulkras, the smell of like ambient, unbalanced magical energies hang thick in the air. Almost like you want to catch Mage Slayer at like every gust of wind that comes your way.
If you didn't look crazy enough already.
I'm like, I start sweating. Oh my god, it's everywhere.
This street is filled with like businesses that deal with like infernal tinkering, contraptions, infernal spell crafting, Canian oil salesmen. But Lindera is taking you to a little corner shop called Nictor's Planar Paraphernalia. And
Sell bongs here.
probably.
For the devil's lettuce.
Oh gosh.
Probably.
This day keeps getting better.
It is a 2-story like catch-all shop with like a very, very boring brown exterior. Inside, the place is just like a medieval thrift shop of various things on shelves. You see potion bottles, cookware, bits of like armor plating and sword handles, various scrolls of illegible texts, various books that aren't sorted at all. Like one is like a tome of profane arcane knowledge, and another is like cooking for dummies.
Is this like Devil's Reach's version of Goodwill?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Everything here like doesn't have set prices, and everything is just sort of here. And in the middle, it is this like circular desk with the shop's proprietor standing in the center. You see a sort of elongated tiefling of like greenish skin.
Shiima in disguise.
With 5
No disguise would be big
arms.
enough.
with 5 arms.
Where's the 5th one?
Just sticking it straight out of the back.
Come out of his neck there.
Shut up, kid.
I just want to know logistics.
And he's wearing these. His arms really beefy. He's wearing these goggles. He's wearing like these enormous goggles over his eyes, and he's currently like in the process of like 2 arms are fiddling with like some sort of arcane clockwork contraption. Another hand is like writing in a ledger, while 2 other hands are like feeding this guy like a sandwich and some coffee, and he keeps like trying to like bite into the coffee and drink the sandwich, like he gets confused which hand is doing what.
That's how I usually am in the morning too.
This might be Nectar.
This might be Nectar, and he looks up and sees a new group of customers potentially, and he's like, "Ah, yes, hello, welcome to Nectar's Planar Paraphernalia. Ah, hello, Lindira. How are you doing this day? Here working. Has my item come in yet? Oh, sorry. Such rare materials are going to take some time to capture and cultivate, but Nectar will always get what the customer wants. Speaking of which, customers, how can I be of service to you?"
Get some empty potion bottles.
Oh, fantastic! Like a random hand goes underneath the counter, and you hear rummage. You hear something glass break, and he pulls out 3 empty potion-sized vials. They all look different.
Would I have been here before?
Yeah. You've made a lot of deliveries
Sure.
to Nectar. Nectar, as the name suggests, he sells a little bit of everything
Sounds like
from
steel stuff.
everywhere. The name obviously suggests that, and he probably has, but usually it's like Nectar would have hired you to be like, "Hey, someone somewhere has an item for me, just pick it up. If that item was stolen, you don't know, but you're not paid to know that. But you know that he does sell stolen wares from time to time. Make a history check.
I gotta say it though.
Sure.
I've heard of a 5-finger discount, but never a 5-handed discount.
And go ahead and make a history check.
You can scrounge up a 4th bottle, that's what I'm looking for.
Nope, that was the one I broke.
Unfortunately, that was the one that broke. I apologize.
Never mind.
But give it about a day, and I can get a hold of another one.
History check, 22.
22. You've heard from Shiima or from someone else that
It was me.
Nectar has Nectar sold Blue Jade to Gendry in Boldor. Like Nectar is his source of blue jade, and apparently blue jade, the material, is only found on Dender, and so Nectar has a far reach with his 5 arms.
Time for a bathroom break. Well, I need to go talk to Denver about some other underhanded things it sounds like he's done, but I guess.
Do you say that out loud?
I guess I'm not trying to make waves, but I'll say no. But I will, I guess, inquire about the jade. So,
I help tame griffins.
Now, I'm not trying to step on your toes or anything, Nick. I know you're just trying to make a living, but maybe you can tell me a little bit more about these blue jades you have here. Who brings these to you? Where do you get these from?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's pretty good.
26.
26. That will be 6 silver for the potion bottles.
I'm not going to buy them unless I get 4.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind that. 26. Looking at a cat. Fair.
I'm listening.
26.
Yep.
Normally, I don't usually divulge where I get my items from, but since we've had such a wonderful business relationship in the past, I do have a source that trades in, let's just say, some of the more unmentionable parts of Terra. And as long as I pay top dollar, or top ember, I should say, I'm able to get a hold of quite a slew of Dender artifacts and goods.
And you wouldn't happen to be able to give me that name, would you?
I can't. It would be rude of me to give the name. However, I will
You know
say,
I'm not a snitch, Nick. Now, come on.
I will say that you can figure it out. They make port here once a year, and they usually stop by during the full moon. You know that he's talking about
The Wandering Emporium.
yeah, specifically the guy who runs it. I believe his name is Mahadi.
Make a note of that.
Is he hot?
Very.
He's hot to trot. I'm definitely going to need a spelling for that in a second.
Mahotty. Mahani.
I'm finding the name. Hold on.
Does he wear pink sweatpants that say hottie on them?
Don't be ridiculous. They say juicy.
M-A-H-A-D-I.
M-A-H-I-D-I?
A-D-I. Mahadi.
Gotcha.
You know Mahadi to be a deeply tanned skin human who wears baggy blue, like very fine blue merchant's clothes.
And those say juicy.
He's worked for the Wandering Emporium for a ridiculously long time. People don't believe he is human. But Mahadi's Wandering Emporium does go to other planes of existence, including and mostly the Nine Hells. He sets up shop, he buys and sells for a time, and then he travels to another location. Capitalism at its finest.
I think you've told me more than enough, Nicta. That's very nice of you. And like I said, I'm no snitch. I'm not going to tell anyone your secrets.
Of course, of course. Interesting that you bring up Blue Jade, as I'm supposed to be expecting a shipment not too soon for a customer that has requested that I procure some. Now, I'm not going to say when they are going to pop in, but you're more than welcome to wait around and meet them, I think you two might have some history, if memory serves.
I know you don't want to tell me when, but it wouldn't happen to be today, would it?
No,
Or tomorrow.
Insight check.
maybe. An insight check.
That's right.
He's,
Also got it right.
he's robbing you with one of his other hands.
Good luck. I can fucking see. He's about to lose that hand. Take him down to an even number. It's been pretty good so far. 21.
21. Nictor is really fucking weird. But he seems to be on like the sleazy version of the up and up.
No, I'm just wondering if it's actually today and he's playing coy, or was that a lie?
He's absolutely playing coy, but he's not. You think he doesn't even know when his shipment is going to be in. Tell you what. Around the same time, I should be receiving a package for Miss Lindira here. I can let her know when her package has arrived, and that just might happen to coincide when my shipment of Blue Jade comes in. And if you both happen to arrive at the same time, well, whatever happens, happens. Sound good, old friend?
Works for me.
Insight check.
Splendid.
Vaxxus doesn't have any friends.
Natural 20, you were right, he doesn't.
Nailed it.
He has family.
Man, got hit with the truth bomb.
Busy.
Go ahead.
Is there still dialogue going on? Oh, wait.
Not really. Go ahead.
Is there anything that stands out as interesting around this place?
Make a perception or investigation check.
18?
18. I mean, there's a lot that stands out here. Mechanically speaking, just about every form of magical item that exists in the game could potentially be purchased here.
Wow.
That and if you want to like come up with something wacky, he might have that too. This is like a catch-all junk shop of items. So you might be able to find something. It might be broken, but with the right shop, you might be able to fix it, and it would still be cheaper than buying it wholesale from like a normal magic shop, if you are so inclined.
It's a gem in the rough type of place, it sounds like.
If you are interested, I know that this is somewhat rare. He brings out a little suitcase, like a tall one. Opens it up, and it's just filled with like random religious stuff, like things that would normally be sold by like the order of the 12 and whatnot. We've got some holy books here. We have some vials of holy water. We also have some of their fancy herbs and spices. We also have some of their wonderful necklaces that everyone just seems to love.
Oh, you mean all these? I dangle like all of them in front of me.
Oh my! No, not like these. Not like these at all. May I see one of those?
Sure, Nick, is there something strange about these things?
Nictor looks at one of the symbols that you carry, and he tries to compare it with the ones that he's selling.
Are these all his real arms, by the way?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay.
They're not like miscolored, or like one's a woman's arm and one's like a man's arm, or...
Make an insight check.
Yeah, one's
How
like,
many different species?
yeah, one's like a bugbear arm or something.
No.
9.
9.
Hard to tell.
That was a great response.
But you can see like now that you have both like the holy symbols that are sold in Kazul's caravan and the holy symbols that are sold in like your average temple. There is a difference. The ones that Kazul sells that you guys are carrying have a lot more detail on them. They look to be like some sort of stone that's been carved and then dipped in pewter, and then once again gilded with gold on the rims. While the ones that are sold primarily in temples and whatnot just look like some sort of metal that's been casted and printed with like the face of the divine symbol of whatever it is. So yeah, big difference. Nictor looks at the ones that you guys are carrying. Ah, yes. Everyone seems to be all up in arms about these types of holy symbols. They say that they have a much closer relationship to the divines with these. I've been trying to get my hands on them from good old Kazul, but he won't sell to me, and I don't know why. Would you be able to sell to me?
How much are you willing to give us for them? And which ones do you want?
As many as you are able to part with. I would buy them for...
I'll buy them at a high price.
Well, most holy symbols go for... Actually, yeah, how much are holy symbols? I think they are fairly expensive.
I'm probably gonna look up something in one of my databases too. So I might want to buy something from
I had the Bahamut one. I think you had all the other ones.
sounds about right.
Unless Shiima had one.
I don't know if I gave her the Ayun one or if I gave her the Kulkras.
You did.
No, you gave one to
Okay.
me. I thought
Alright,
Ayun was
so holy symbols are about 5 gold. I will pay 20 gold per symbol, since these are reportedly have a much more stronger connection to the divines. And that is unique and profitable.
I go through and see which ones I have because I kind of lost track of which ones I actually
Let's
have.
say you have 11, not counting Ayun. You have an extra Saradray one. An extra Ray one. Copyright. Kulkras has an Ayun one.
Yeah, I got the Bahamut and Everlight, and I hid the Everlight one in his backpack.
Right, so you have the Bahamut one. So you have...
I keep looking at that one. I keep looking at that one. I'm like, how did this get here? I don't remember keeping this.
I'll say you have 10. You're missing. You have an extra Everlight. You're missing an Ayun one because you gave that to Shiima, and you're missing a Wild Mother one because that was given to Dr. Malcolm, the Manticore.
Okay.
To be like, hey, get off of incursion. How about Mother Nature instead?
I guess before I decide to sell any of them, I look at Lindir and I say, do you want any of these? I think Dad made them specifically. I don't know if you want to keep one just because, or if you worship any of the 12 or whatnot.
I mean, I don't really have that much of a strong relationship to any of the divines. Not really. No, I'm good, but thank you for asking.
I kind of look through them. I'm tired of them, like,
ruining my under the bed sleep, so I'll decide to part with all of them then.
Okay. As you come to that conclusion, I would like for you.
You have permanent disadvantage.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I would like for you to make.
Gosh, I can't get rid of them. Won't let me.
Yeah, I'll sell mine.
I would like for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mage Slayer.
18.
18.
Yes.
You feel an incredibly powerful urge to hold on to these. It is really powerful, but you're just able to shake off this, like, I don't need this. I don't need this. Like it was like, I need it, I need it, I need it, and then it ends with, I don't need it. and you are able to like place them on the table and slide them towards Nectar.
In his mind, he had his own personal battle music going.
Oh yeah,
Yep, that's fine.
Vaxxus is like you all like you especially see it. Kulkras. Vaxxus is sweating.
So we do see the internal struggle he's having.
Absolutely.
I can't tell if I need these or maybe there's some curse. I don't know. Just all right, Nick, to take them from me. I don't know. Something's wrong with them. I swear.
Say less. Okay, so that was.
Just make like weird noises as he takes them too.
Surprise me.
Are you getting aroused over this?
Don't keep shaming me.
Oh yes. Oh, this day, like I said, keeps just getting better.
Here you go. He gives you a stack of 220 embers. You can count that as gold if you like.
I'll let him keep that and say, how about this, Nicta? I need a symbol of the outer planes worth about 500 embers. So I'll give you an extra 280 gold here. So you can make that for me. How does that sound?
A symbol of the outer planes. The outer planes in general, or a particular plane?
Take your pick. Maybe something that speaks Gravewalker. I
Flying
guess.
spaghetti monster.
Okay, that I'm getting two very different ones. I can either get one that's spaghetti monster or Gravewalker.
The grave walking spaghetti monster. I don't know.
Do I do a persuasion check against Orlin at this point?
Since you are
I am the spaghetti walker.
since you are the paying customer, Vaxxus, I shall work on this for you. Then yes, a symbol of the outer planes that screams Grave Walker with all of his hands. Grave Walker.
I'll mark off the gold.
Who knows? Perhaps I'll have this ready by the time Lindira's package is ready as well.
I look to see if she's like anywhere in the general vicinity because I just kind of wanted to do one of those. What did she order? Without her knowing.
Go ahead and make a perception check first, just to see where she is and what she's looking at.
13.
13. Now go ahead and make
Well,
an insight check.
Oh, wait,
oh,
I gotta.
yep.
16.
16. Okay, go ahead and make an insight check.
9.
9. She is in a section where there's like various types of parchment, like almost like like empty parchment, like what can I write on type of thing. And she's looking at just like various types of like, here's some vellum made from like goat hide. Here's some like pressed rice paper. A bunch of like reeds that are woven to be written on. It looks like she's looking at that, as well as some like fairly expensive looking sealing wax, like sealing for letters.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah, not sealing. I had to be clear. I had to be clear.
what the fuck? Does any of this ring a bell or jog any memories for me?
With an insight check, you're not exactly sure, but like it's hard to like put those to like connect those dots of like what is going on. Go ahead.
I kind of just scowl a little bit. Ugh, I hope she's not turned into a nerd like Shiima.
You know what? It makes sense because like sealing wax, he hits his head and then they use him like a shuffleboard.
Okay.
Gotta wax the ceiling.
Sure.
They got a grid up there and everything.
Here. And Nictor slides over like the bottle of like holy spices and whatnot. Consider it a complimentary gift from one merchant to another.
What did he give me?
Just like a bottle of like herbs and spices from the like Order of the 12.
I was like, it says property of the 12 on it.
Yeah. It's just like a tall mason jar that's filled with like green and white like herbs of various types. And the sticker on the front is just a symbol of the 12, like a 12-petaled flower.
I got you. I'm gonna take this stuff.
Does anything in it look like it's some pieces of a mushroom?
Make a, I guess, nature check.
18.
18. Hard to tell. A lot of the ingredients of this spice is like ridiculously ground up. Hard to tell. Maybe. Could be. Who knows? You would probably have to inquire on the ingredients from the individuals who are in town who are selling them to be to find out for sure. Well, if that is all, then have a wonderful day.
Do you have any wands that can heal or cure?
Healing wands. Healing. Actually, honestly, I don't keep that good of an inventory here. You're going to have to look yourself. I apologize.
Do you have a wands wall or something?
Yes. Look over there. So, if you want to find something, go ahead and make an investigation check, and we'll see if.
Ooh. 23.
23.
So with the 0 intelligence bonus too.
Yeah, you find like a box of random wands. Some are broken, some are like actively sparking.
It's like the DVD bin at Walmart. I found Scarface in here.
Yeah. You find a wand that has like 3 of these pink crystalline orbs at like different parts of the wand shaft. 3 of them. You think this might be what you're looking for, and you hold it up, and Nictor just like adjusts one of his goggles, and he's like, yes, that is a healing dart wand. It has 3 charges. It doesn't heal much. Basically, it's like It's like a wand that casts magic missiles that will always hit their target, but it will heal them instead of doing the magic missile damage. It only has 3 uses.
And it doesn't recharge?
Does not recharge.
How much do you want for this?
I can let it go for about 100 gold. 100 embers, if you have them.
Conversion rate.
I have gold. Will you take that?
Ooh, gold is a lovely commodity here in Devil's Reach. Yes, I take gold.
I will buy that off of him.
Alright. So yeah, 1d4 plus 1 healing, and it has 3 charges.
Does it do like Magic Missile where it fires 3 at once though?
You know what? Sure. So 3d4
Plus 3.
plus 3.
And you do that 3 times.
And yeah. This isn't a thing where like you use multiple charges to do more healing. One action, 1 charge.
Would I know if with Meg could I recharge that on my own?
Make an Arcana check.
11.
You don't think you can, but you think others can. It has it has a 30-foot range.
Okay.
So allies within 30 feet, point it, heal.
That's a huge range.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Does anyone want to do any other buying or selling? Alrighty, well, thank you all so very much for coming in. Lindira, I'll let you know whenever your parcel has arrived. I shall also let you know, Vaxxus, when your item is ready for pickup.
Would I know how he's going to contact me through previous experience? He's going to be in your window with all 5 of his arms. Oh, that'd be the best way to do it.
It's happening.
Depends. Usually he just sends, like, an orphan to someone's door and very creepily, like, Nictor says hi and then runs away.
Okay, there's no, like, dead animals that get left in my bed or anything?
I mean, he doesn't anymore.
So Resident Evil girl?
You're all going to die out here. That'd be cool, too.
So you all leave Nictor's. Where would you like to go?
I mean, we were on our way to the prison, the Devil's Reach Law Hall, but Lindira wanted to make a detour, so I guess we'll go back to the Law Hall.
All right, wonderful. You make your way back up 8th Street all the way to 1st Street. Not a lot has changed since then. People still have, like, random passerbys just still have, like, this weird sense of, like, agitation in the air. At this point, it's around 3 p.m. You guys hear, like, a very distant, like, almost like a train whistle.
I was going to say, speaking of that agitation, I'll be looking out for those mushrooms now, passively.
Absolutely. You hear, like, a distant, almost like a train whistle sound, and you see that there are more and more people coming out from 3rd Street, Minaros, just like groups of workers wearing like full coveralls and hard hats, and they are just covered in like black and glistening red soot. Vaxxus, you know these as Emberstone mining workers. Looks like they're either just starting a shift or just ending a shift, but 3 p.m. is usually the shift change time, where a lot of people make the most money is working at the mines here in Devil's Reach.
All right. Are we walking past them by chance on the way to the wall?
A handful, sure.
I'll just hand one of the guys 5 gold and say, the first round's on me.
Ooh. Thanks, Gravewalker. Appreciate it.
He leaves like a dusty handprint on your shoulder.
That's probably an improvement.
I casually brush it off.
Just imagining a lecture from Orlin at one point. You know, we're a mercenary guild and we have to look the part. yeah, whatever.
You make your way to First Street, over to the Avernus's Law Hall, where you know Emerith is being held. You make some conversation with the nearby guards. They are allowing 2 visitors. So, who wants to speak to NTM?
Probably better, not me. Seems to be a distraction in there.
I'll go down.
Go for it.
I guess I have to keep Orlin company.
Wait, you said 2 at a time or what?
Two visitors right now.
Yeah, I'll go with Kulkras then.
All right.
I just kind of like do this to Orlin. And then I kind of do the same thing to Lindira right after that.
Who, me?
She's probably giving you those eyebrow movements. Just
Eyebrows.
Kulkras and Vaxxus make their way to Anti-Emerith's cell, and at this point you see there's a lot of smoke coming from that cell, as it seems that her smokes were delivered.
I was about to say, she's been murdered.
her corpse is smoking still.
She died the way she lived. Sorry.
The cell walls were written in ash as Vaxxus was here.
Well, yes, but no, it wasn't me.
Yeah, that's gonna be ominous.
Welcome back.
Are you in there? I can't even see you.
She doesn't respond.
Hello?
I kind of swear. I see you in there. Cut it out.
No. So, did you find my boy?
Yeah, he's safe for the time being. No one's going to find him. Trust me.
I don't need to know more. Good to know. What about, do you think what's his case look like, I guess?
As far as I can tell, he's telling the truth, but whether the caravan's going to believe him is a whole nother story.
There's a lot of people in Devil's Reach who don't like the Order of the 12. They all, a lot of them think that the 12 are on their high horse, sanctimonious, this and that. People don't like people from Devil's Reach. Devil's Reach doesn't like outsiders. Just the way it is. And this murder, it could cause problems. So, if you can clear my nephew's name, I'm sure that reunion wasn't easy. I'm sorry.
Well, we're working on finding some evidence. For starters, he spoke of some woman with green hair. Does that ring any bells for you?
An ugly-ass mustard-colored robe.
It would kind of be hard to forget when we put it that way.
I mean, Arcala is full of strange and wild people, but a lady with green hair and a yellow cloak, yeah, I think I saw her hanging around my bushes about a week or so past.
Almost sounds like Carmen Sandiego.
Why? You think she has something to do with this?
She probably has everything to do with it if you can tell us any details you remember.
Honestly, nothing. She was hanging around my bushes. She said that I should really have them trimmed, and I told her, thanks, now kindly fuck off.
I told her to get
and
and then it went from there.
That sounds pretty legit. Do you remember how long ago that was?
How does that joke go? She told me to piss in a cup.
Yeah,
I said to go.
What's a urine sample? I told her to piss in a cup. She told me to shit in a can. It was on.
It was on. Kind of like that. But no, I didn't see her at all after that. That was pretty much my only interaction with this person. I usually just stay over at the tonic. I don't go out much.
Do you remember how long ago this was? Just a rough guess.
About a week and a half.
Has she been around since?
No, that was the only time I saw her.
Did you notice any strange changes in your patrons, or just the holy men that come by?
No. Others. I mean, everyone in town comes by every now and then. Workers from the Emberstone mines, fishermen, orphans come by for like the cheapest meals that we offer. I've noticed that everyone, I don't know, everyone just seems anxious, on edge, angry, trouble sleeping. That's sort of thing. I'm perfectly fine. I'm smoking up a storm. I'm having fun. But
I missed the raspy accent.
I'm smoking up a storm. I'm having fun.
There we go. There we go.
Forget about it. I'm smoking up a storm. I'm having fun. I'm living my life. I got my books here. Now, the rest of the town, I don't know what's going on. Could be that they're agitated because these holy men and women rolled in, but they've been in town before. This is new. This is different. There's like a change in the air.
It's a good way of putting it.
I wish I could tell you more. I really do, but
I understand, Auntie. There's not a whole lot to tell if she only came around the one time. Do you know of anyone else that might have, I don't know, seen her wandering around the town? Anyone talking about her at the bar?
I mean, not that I can remember. I usually work in the kitchens, but if it's information that you need, there's always the Rusty Dagger. They have they got people who know things there. You gotta play by their rules a little bit. You gotta learn like there's some sort of like secret message that you have to use. They hand you a menu, and you're supposed to find some sort of secret message within that menu.
It's like one of those cereal boxes you're trying to take the corner.
Kinda. It's kinda like that.
Thieves can't what?
Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
Son of a...
A crummy commercial.
How did you guess it so fast?
Another trick that I know with the Rusty Dagger, if you want that special menu, you got to pay the doorman in silver, specifically silver. I don't know why that is. That's just what I hear. If you want something more, I guess, magical instead of just information without selling your soul, of course, there's always witch's brew. Judy works there. She owes me a favor.
Judy it is. Is she one of your smoking buddies?
We play bridge.
Makes sense. Alright, fine. We'll go speak to this Judy friend of yours, and maybe we'll get to the bottom of this. It sounds like word travels fast sometimes.
All right, best of luck.
Maybe you could at least cut back or something. I still can't even see you.
Maybe you can at least... You know what? No. You're being nice, so I'm going to be nice. But I'm going to keep smoking.
I'm gonna be nice by not saying. Get out.
Yeah, instead of the
Get
one,
out of here.
instead of the one cigarette, she takes a second one and starts smoking two at a time.
She has this neat trick where she'll take the cigarette, put it like near her horn, and that's how she smokes.
Okay.
She's like, somehow it works. You don't know how, but it does.
No wonder she said the witch's brew. She might be a witch herself.
Mage Slayer. It's a witch.
Can't see her with all the smoke, man.
Does Kulkras or Vaxxus have any other business to do here?
No, I don't think so.
It was mostly about our mustard-colored friend.
All right.
We make our way back upstairs to Orlin and Lindira, and we smell like the bottom of
We come out of a wall of smoke. How long has it been? What years?
Orlin.
Good thing I don't have to breathe. I can't say the same about you. But.
Orlin, the last 20 minutes are just filled with like Lindira just like asking more questions. More about like Redmire society. Like what's Redmire like? Like living, I don't know, just above everything. It's got to be weird, right?
Tell her about the maid.
It's great. It's beautiful. Smells like flowers in our estate. Streets are smooth and clean, and
It's like everything's great.
we have a great view of the bay from the top windows.
The maids have everything you need.
We got big tracts of land.
And there's great gladiator shows and entertainers, and all the famous bards come to Redmire.
Wow. It's got to be so weird. Basically living amongst and rubbing shoulders with common
normies.
It is great, but it can also feel like a prison sometimes. A well decorated prison, but you feel trapped in place sometimes when you don't have a role to play. At least a role to play that fits your needs or your capabilities.
You have no idea how much I understand that sentiment. Here in Devil's Reach, everyone is free. But everyone, I don't know, Devil's Reach has a need for people who are competent in what they can do. Like, they need fishermen to fish, they need farmers to farm, but no one is expected to do everything. Everyone just, we need good people for that work, and if you aren't a worker, you're nothing. I didn't want to be nothing. That's why I became a SIM card. I thought it was one of the only good things that I could do. You know, help people, protect people. So far, I'd like to think that I've been doing a good job. Well, even Vaxxus had his job as a winged merchant courier.
It's a struggle to balance duty and what you want. Especially when those two things don't necessarily align.
What do you want?
Now I'm on track to be doing what I want. I want the freedom of the road, and bookkeeping wasn't my specialty, but I am pretty handy with, I point to the spear, pretty handy with that and this, my shield. And at the moment, the things are aligning between duty and what I want.
I've been wanting to leave Devil's Reach for a very long time, but the people here kind of rely on me. I kind of have a duty to the people here, and save for like the handful of times that I've gone out just to find, bail jumpers and runaway prisoners and prisoner transport, I haven't seen a lot of the outside world, so I kind of want to get out there, but it's hard to stay away from family too.
If you become one of the knights, would you have more freedom?
Yes and no. I would have more responsibility. It's hard to explain. The Sin Guards keep the town safe on the inside, and we help out whenever we can. The Sin Knights are like, I guess you would call them bounty hunters, like one-man armies. They go out and they chase down like the more ruthless criminals that escape from Devil's Reach, because we mostly act as a penal colony. The rest of the Terran Union likes to sell their prisoners to us, and we have like a work release program. If they can work and if they could literally pay off their debt to society, then they're free people. But every now and then they just think that, hey, we can just escape. That's where the Sin Knights come in. I think I could do it. I just don't know if I want to.
What would you do otherwise?
Join the Fist?
We could always use an extra hand if it came to that. Extra two hands.
Extra fist.
Well, I mean,
With our fists combined.
only if Nictor can be the mascot. He has so many.
Ask a question.
We'll sell our t-shirts.
Yeah, sure.
Overrated prices.
Was Vaxxus married before? Or do you guys have another sibling? Trying to connect the dots, but all the pieces aren't falling into place entirely.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
No, I can't.
That was cocked, did you say? I don't think it's gonna matter, but
Yeah, it's cocked. That's at a really weird angle.
26.
Wow. Rolling like me on persuasion.
You can see that there is apprehension on Lindira, mostly just out of respect for what she's about to tell you, but also you see that diminish in a way where it's like, I can't say no to you.
Or you.
She does that like bashful thing where she stands there.
I will.
Vaxxus is not gonna like this, but
I don't like anything. Go for it.
you do need. I feel like this is
That's
something
a lie.
that you
You
need
like
to,
alcohol.
to know about him. Vaxxus was indeed engaged to Thal's sister. Her name was Vitra. She's so beautiful, so kind. Everything that Vaxxus wasn't. She was talented. She had big dreams and big hopes for the future. She was also scared. She's lived in Devil's Reach long enough to know that the longer you stay, the less hope there is to do anything special with your life. I was really young when I first moved in with the Dinvulas, but I remember Vitra, and I remember seeing fear on her, fear for the future. But I also saw how happy she was with Brother Vaxxus. Then there was a night when both of them and a lot of the town gathered into the Geistwood Forest, and she never came back. Vaxxus was the only body that they found, and I never thought I'd see him again. Thal blames Vaxxus for getting whatever happened to Vitra. I can't say he's wrong, I can't say he's right, but I understand his anger. I miss her too, but I don't blame Vaxxus for it. She wanted out. She wanted hope. She wanted to... I think she wanted to take Vaxxus to a better place too. Because he needed it. I don't think they ever tied the knot though. Not officially. But yeah. That's how it goes.
I don't know where our road's heading, but I think at the minimum we will find answers to some of the questions that you all have.
Maybe before you guys leave, I can tell you one of the reasons why I lived with the Dinvulas in the first place, why I became a Sin Guard. At that point, you see a bunch of smoke come out of the door as Vaxxus and Kulkras.
The hot box just opens straight up. Hit you guys.
Bruh. We come out with our eyes are bloodshot. Bruh.
You guys smell like a bar in Redmire called Gagny's.
It's canon now.
It's canon.
It sounds like a dive.
It is.
Bang, bang.
Learn anything new, guys?
Well, Andy can outsmoke anyone in town, but I guess maybe that's not new news. But one of her friends, Judy, at the Witch's Brew might have some extra information on this Yadi person we're probably looking for. And maybe she can point us to some new clues.
Alright. That sounds fun. Haven't been to the Witch's Brew in a while, but I'm always told that Judy is good people. Just, if she recommends you to go to the Willbreaker, just say no. That's one of the rules that I know of.
I should know what this place is, right? It's just
You
about-
do, yeah.
It's something Salic would like.
Go ahead. Break it.
Yes, break me.
This enters with his arms wide. Just, go.
Yes, leak like.
Break it all. Let's see who breaks first. You or me?
That's what he would say. That's what he would say. Oh. I almost need a break. Hold on.
At that point, we are going to take a break. The will has been broken. It did not take long. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Enjoy these announcements. Don't forget to check out From Outer Space and Drive Through Fiction to pick up a copy of Written in Blood. Or just subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/underground initiative, and you could potentially win your very own copy for free. Possibly signed by John. Who wouldn't want that? So yeah, enjoy these announcements, and we'll be right back.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout-out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
So, the Fist, having dusted the excess smoke off of them, learning a little bit more about Vaxxus' backstory, the Fist heads off into the middle afternoon day. Still a fairly chilly day here in Devil's Reach. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Well, I think we're going to head to the Witch's Brew unless something else stuck out to you guys to stop something.
No, I probably want to check around the camp of the 12 there so we can get rid of those mushrooms that are probably there agitating them.
All right, well, we'll go talk to Miss Judy, and then I guess we can go pay a visit to these so-called holy people afterwards.
All right. Lindera still tagging along.
Don't you have to work today? I'm surprised you're not getting in trouble just following us around.
I am investigating a murder. I am working.
All right, you got me there.
I know you've probably been to like so many towns that deal with every guard has a job and a station, and they have to be at certain places. The Sin Guard, we don't have that level of organization, at least not out here. So
You don't need to lecture me, even though I think you've almost lived here as long as I have.
Yeah, that sounds about
I did that
right.
in the very beginning.
It's like the third time it's popped up.
Oh, that's weird. Do it again.
I don't know what's going on.
Don't
over there.
worry about it. I didn't do it again.
You rolled that same thing?
Eventually, you guys find yourselves in front of a lovely establishment known as the Witch's Brew. a standard tavern exterior on the outside. It does have like a gimmicky, like comically oversized cauldron outside of it that bubbles green liquid and a little bit of like smoke trails that smells like to all of you it smells different, but it
Haven't I been here before?
you have not.
Where did I buy my potion from?
Huh?
Didn't I buy my potion
This is a
from here?
bar.
Oh yeah, this is a bar.
Oh. Did I buy my potion from here?
Not a bar.
That would be a very suspicious potion you buy at a bar.
It's always.
Just whiskey. My potion.
Hey, it kept me up all night. And I didn't suffer exhaustion, so.
Will this heal me?
Jeremy.
It'll do something for you.
I believe you
Just
got
a bunch
that.
of ghost energy drinks.
Jaeger bomb.
You let's just say you bought your potion from like a random general store.
No, I thought you said,
that is
I
also
thought you said brewed, which.
that's fine. But the smell that you all smell whenever the vapor of this green smoked cauldron comes to you, everyone smells like their favorite, or at the very least their most noted smell of an alcoholic beverage. So Vaxxus smells like ridiculously cheap but strong moonshine, and you guys, I don't know what alcoholic beverage comes to mind all around the table, because I don't want to just assume.
No, that sounds pretty good. The stronger the better. Sure.
Okay.
Fireball!
Fireball, cinnamon, whiskey.
Smells like a pomegranate wine my father had imported from whatever tropical island is south of us there.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Lindira smells. I don't know, like what's
Wine coolers. White Claw. White Claw. Terrible.
Out here
It's a
it's
wine
called
cooler.
out here it's called a white dragon claw.
Dragon's Claw.
Dragon claw.
Yeah.
It has a badass name. It has a very low alcohol content.
I thought it was a stereotype until I saw a lady in Texas double fisting them. I'm like, all right.
All right, it's real.
Like, the
It's
stories
just a
are-
bridal party in the back, downing them. Just... All right, girls.
Sorry, continue.
That's quite all right. You open inside, and it is like a fairly warm lit interior. There is definitely like a weird gimmick to this place. It almost feels like very warm and kind of humid on the inside. The interior is decked out almost nature-y, like you've stepped inside to a bar that's surrounded by forest.
Mage Slayer.
Sure.
Have Hune at the ready.
It's everywhere.
There are a handful of patrons here, and they definitely don't look like locals. They look like a handful of...
Oh no, they're tourists. Even worse.
Yeah. You have a handful of like dwarven... there's a handful of dwarven tourists here, and they are waited on by some fairly attractive wait staff. And the proprietor, the main woman at the bar, is this tall, dark-skinned human lady. Lots of hair, like big, massive volume of black hair with like a single gray streak that goes through it. A lot of her hair covers her right eye, and she wears like a very, very tight corset that accentuates their assets.
We just go to the Hoodoos and work all up.
Yes.
Kinda.
Do they have wings here?
They do some wings.
Ooh.
And
He's really just obsessed with Renaissance fairs and the wenches.
kinda, yeah. She's definitely wearing some form of wench wear, but there's also she also wears a necklace of bones, and around her waist are also just like more bones, and she looks to
Chicken wings.
She looks. Could be. She looks at you and goes.
I'm kidding.
And goes, hello there. Welcome to the Witch's Brew. How might I be serving you today?
Yes, madame. We're looking for a Miss Judy. Is she here? I don't know if she works here or just frequents very often.
Oh, Judy's here.
Is that you?
Maybe. Who's asking?
It's such a...
Go ahead.
Who's asking your mother?
I know you, Judy. It's 22.
22? Yeah, you are aware that this is, in fact, Judy.
Should don your mask. The Grave Walker.
And she doesn't look any older than the last time you saw her.
Wait, I recognize you.
And I recognize you, Grave Walker. Nice to see you again.
How do you look so good after all these years?
My, what a rude thing to say to a lovely lady. Lindia, I know you've taught your brother better than that. Well, he's gonna do his own thing. So he does.
My apologies. I haven't learned manners over my entire life.
He really hasn't.
You've had 2 lifetimes and you can't learn manners from one of them?
Maybe I'll get it
can't
right
count.
one of these times. But Auntie sent us over saying you might have some information about a strange lady with green hair and yellow clothes.
I might be able to find your mystery woman. What do you have to offer?
The relief of agitation of everyone.
Well, I can give you some money, unless you want something else. I just don't know what you want.
I do want something. And yes, money, not that big of a deal for me. I do... You're adventurers, are you not? I've heard a lot about you over the box, in the talking box outside.
Yes, we get into trouble in pretty much everywhere we go, yes.
You have heard of me.
The fancy boy from the Red City. Yes, I've heard of you, Count Orlin Trinette.
Yes, who I am.
I mean, you've been saying it like 85 times to everyone you meet.
But I didn't say it to her.
Or he goes into his action video and just starts nodding like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he didn't hire people this time.
The Count
No,
from the
definitely
Red
not.
City, the hill render of the West.
That's very impressive.
But where is your mascot? Where is the mountain cat?
What, this one? And I point to a tree.
That is a pretty big cat, but no, that's not the one. I
Oh, what street is this? Just because I want to make a note of where this is.
Sure. This is 2nd Street.
Second Street,
Just
okay.
Street. Same as the Tainted Tonic.
This lady's pretty cool. Go on.
Anyways,
We feed her most of the time, so just be careful. You might lose a finger.
what I can... So, there is something that I seek, but I think only the rough and tumble of adventuring types are able to procure it.
Well, that sounds like me.
It most certainly does. Oh, I like this. This is going to be swell.
The rest of us look rough, and he looks like he hasn't seen a day of combat.
So I need you to fetch something from my employer.
Yourself?
Well, yes and no. I run this bar, but there is someone within Devil's Reach that I'm not going to say indebted to, more like enslaved to. Vaxxus might have heard of her. Sultry Sally, she runs the Will Breaker. She has something very near and dear to me. And I want it back. If you can get this item, I will tell you all about your green-haired witch.
And what's this item you need for us to go fetch, Miss Judy?
She lifts up her hair and realizes, and you see the vacant socket of her right eye.
Whoa.
Sultry Sally has my eye. I want it back.
How did she get that from you?
Oh, it's quite easy when you're a witch. She's a hag. See those patrons over there? And she points to the gaggle of dwarves being served by a very beautiful waitress. That waitstaff, unfortunately, belongs to Sultry Sally. Kulkras. There is
everything.
You see something is definitely off about the server. There's almost like, I don't know, there's something about their form that is setting off alarm bells to you specifically.
Mage Slayer? Kulkras, it's rude to stare. What are you doing?
You know where my coat is staring at.
It's like 99 eyes are staring all in one direction.
They're all staring at her ass.
Mind your business. I see what kind of man you are, Kulkras. Good for you. Good for you.
Judy beckons you all to, like, lean in. Sultry Sally has me employ cambions and succubi in order to lure patrons over to the Will Breaker. And as the name suggests, they break their will with all sorts of tantalizing delights of the flesh, and usually try to sell their soul in the process while they are drunk off of the nectars of the devil world, if you catch my drift.
And would I have any kind of leverage to go in there and get your eye back? I feel like I'm getting sent in blind at this point. No pun intended.
I believe you have some affiliation with the Willbreaker because, well, bosses have bosses. And
I kind of do one of these because it seems kind of familiar now that she mentions it.
Sultry Sally, you see, as a witch, as a hag, she answers to other witches and hags that are above her. And one of them just might, well, have a loose entanglement with you. Just carry your weight around, be aloof, and who knows, she just might bend.
Well, I'm not as limber as I used to be, but I'll give it my best shot.
I know you will.
As far as aloof, I kind of stick out, but like I said, I'll give it my best shot, and sure, we'll get your eye for you, Miss Judy. I'm sure it won't be that much of a hassle.
Wonderful. Bring me back me eye, and I will tell you what I can about your green-haired witch. Would you like some liquid courage for the road?
I look at my booze inventory and I think I am a little light, so I will take her up
Some
on
chicken wings.
They do have mean chicken wings here.
Two house specials.
Protein deficit.
Alright. Plate of chicken wings for all will be 2 silver each. For those who want to partake, Lindera is definitely taking some chicken wings. If you guys want to have like a short rest here for a meal, you're more than welcome to.
I think we'll do that. I could use some HP from getting stabbed by my own sister.
I'm going to
Getting
swap
punched.
attunements.
Yeah, we can take a short rest.
Alright. She makes some food. She also sells, like I said, some liquid courage. Liquid courage, you're not sure what it is, but it's 5 gold each. If you would like to partake in that.
Oh, partake in the what?
One of the beverages that she is offering, she calls it liquid courage. It is expensive. It is 5 gold each. So, if you want some, you don't know what it does, but
I'm getting 5 of them because I'm 5 down for my max booze capacity.
Yeah, I'll loudly say at the bar, yeah, I'll take a liquid courage and throw the gold on the table like it's nothing.
it's a house drink, so you can't like take it out.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Put it in this bottle. That's what I want.
You slide a hand it into a bottle.
I'll oh yeah, with my dexterity.
So you need a retractable funnel.
Yeah, that'll be a cold day in the house before I get that check off.
Vaxxus, I'm a little light. Can you get me some liquid courage?
I look at it. What do you need booze for? Aren't you on duty?
Everyone else is.
Are you old enough to even drink?
Is age limit for drinking a thing in the rest of Arcala?
Is it Orlin? I don't know. I don't know your customs. You're very meticulously making sure that doesn't fall over.
Careful, Orlin, careful, Orlin.
So, generally, not really.
This is medieval times. Kids are fighting at like age 12.
I did make some rolls. I was going to have it to where she took some of my money to pay for the chicken wings because I wasn't getting any because I don't eat really. But I caught her. So,
Okay.
Because I was rolling against it. But I'll just look at her and say, all right, fine. You're going to behave yourself, though. Understood?
Don't I always?
If I get stabbed for no reason again, you're going to be in big trouble.
Hey, I was attacking a presumed weirdo, pervert, whatever, a trespasser on a family piece of property. So I think I acted with the proper decorum. Stab first, ask later.
It's practically the fifth motto.
That's
It's
fair.
just punch first, ask later.
But you better hope you don't wake up missing some of your hair tomorrow.
You wouldn't.
Sure.
She
I wouldn't.
looks like almost like she's trying to be serious in this moment. Like you wouldn't dare.
That's all you hear from one of the backpacks.
Probably not, but you never know. Don't test me.
I guess we're all drinking then.
All right, I'll go ahead and pay for her wings and her drink. All right, behave yourself. You heard?
All right, fine.
I'll mark off 10 gold because I'm going to take 1 too, and then 2 silver for the chicken wings.
Okay. Yeah, the chicken wings really fucking good. Really good. So you're not eating,
I don't have
but
to.
you are drinking.
He's like, I don't need to.
Okay. Who's all drinking?
I think all of us.
I think everyone.
Yeah, I already put down 10 gold, 1 for me, 1 for Linda.
All right, cool.
I drink what I want to drink. I chug what I want to chug.
All right. For the next hour, for the next until your next long rest, everyone who drinks liquid courage is immune to fear.
Ooh, glorious.
And we get a short rest, you were saying?
And you get a short rest.
Nice. Swear to me. Swear to me. I will take...
Kulkras, because your perception is so high and whatnot, you do see that the dwarven table, they are like being convinced that like, oh well, if you're new to Devil's Reach, you should really check out this lovely establishment just up the road called the Willbreaker. Everyone has a fun time there, and the dwarven company is like, you know what? Yeah, that does sound fun.
Wait, we did a short rest, right?
This is during your short rest.
Or no, we did a long rest, so my page of sending is okay, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think it was like way back in the morning because we've been around. We went to the Law Hall twice now, on the same day, I think it is.
Another plane of existence. And back.
The caravan, we went to Nictor's, we were at the Witch's Brew. We've been to a lot of places today, actually.
So am I getting the vibe that person's a succubus?
You are getting that vibe, yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with him. I would have messaged the dwarf that said, yeah, we can go. I'm gonna use the page of sending just in the corner there. Don't do it. It's full of succubi and hags.
You
see that guy? Oh boy!
make a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage.
He runs faster out the door when you tell him that.
Until about 10 minutes ago, I thought the Willbreaker was a person.
Yeah, fair.
Where's my persuasion?
-1.
It can be whatever kind of person you
If you
want.
want to do intimidation, you can use your strength score.
That is true.
Even though it's all mental, I'll allow it.
I could be yelling at him.
Is
It's hags!
Is the Willbreaker on 2nd Street too?
Let me look.
Wait, this is a check?
This is a check, so you can roll a d4. The Willbreaker is on 7th Street, Maladomini,
Gotcha. Or just
Bad
take
regardless.
it.
which is also the same street as the Midnight Carnival.
Actually, it's both bad and not bad. So I rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm. At advantage?
At advantage. Nice. But intimidation is +9, so it's 17.
17.
Would say-
You watch this this dwarven individual go from like, yeah, I'm being talked into
I'm being
this
talked
to like on second thought, I think I think we're just gonna shop around. Thank you though. Yeah, keep the
Shop.
change. He just drops like
I saved people.
Shop around for booty.
Yeah, they just leave like a stack of coin on the table, and he tells the rest of his party, come on, we should leave. What? We're gonna go to the Willbreaker.
I'll tell you outside.
Let's go outside.
I'm doing it as I'm drinking. It's like ventriloquism.
The succubus in disguise just sort of like glances at the table of you guys, but you don't see that like something has clicked in their mind. So you, for now,
We're
seem
like,
to have gotten
chicken
away
wings,
with
chicken
it.
wings.
Chicken wings, I'm down here below.
Do I see the? I mean, I don't know if it's a succubus, but do I see the stink eye we're getting from this?
It's less of a stink eye and more just like almost like when a waitress is like trying to suss something out from like their patrons, like what's their vibe. You catch that look and then immediately just like is dismissive about the existence of your table, and then moves on to the rest of their like daily duties, cleaning off at the table after the dwarves, and goes about their day,
Okay.
seemingly indifferent to your table.
Okay.
How's Lindera handling her liquor? I've never seen her drink before.
She's taking her time.
Okay.
The liquid courage tastes like straight up Fireball whiskey.
That's what I was mentioning.
Yeah, everybody in the bar at the same time. Fireball!
But it's weird because it's normal cinnamon whiskey with added like spoons of cinnamon
more
inside,
cinnamon.
so it is kind of crunchy.
Oh, wow, okay.
And like
This
all
drink is
and like
thick.
whenever you finish your glass, there is like a little bit of like sandy cinnamon sugar at the bottom of the glass. You almost kind of have to like scoop it up with a spoon and eat it if you want it, and it burns.
I kind
But in a
of,
good way.
I'm that guy, so I chug all of it, even the cinnamon.
It's fun.
And then I kind of look at Lindera and say, "Are you going to be? You don't need to finish that."
Everyone else is. I can too.
I can do it.
A short rest is had. What else would you like to do?
I'm probably gonna get like 5 pints of whatever meat or beer they have, just so I can restock up. However much that costs.
5 pints? Oh
Well-
boy.
Well, it's because you said I can carry 10 at a time, and I'm down to 5 right now,
Okay.
Come some points.
or whatever, or servings, however you wanna.
5 more bandoliers.
Yeah. I'm the booze bandito.
Okay, so let's
Hello,
just...
guys. I'm down at some health.
Only once a day, sir.
They sell bottles, and
Even better.
bottles of alcohol are a little more expensive. They are 10 gold each.
My frugal is messing with my need for alcohol.
What is it? That 10 gold? Wait,
Yes.
what is it though? Like fine wine, or is it?
I think so. Yeah, fine bottle wine. I guess sure. If you want like a bottle of like cheap stuff, it's two gold each. Why not?
Let's just go down the road to the one your family owns and these stack up.
And they're not
Yeah.
using these.
It's more or less not about the price right now. It's about the convenience. Because I remember we were at the Renaissance Fair and Clarence asked, he's like, "What do you find to be the best beer?" And then the guy was like, "I find the best beer to be the closest beer." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty smart."
I mean, yeah.
So I'll go ahead and get 5 bottles of the cheap stuff for 10 gold.
All right, not a problem. After that is done, you guys step out of the Witch's Brew. Where would you like to go? Orlin, did you change out any spells?
No, I didn't use the incense.
Would you like to have?
No.
Okay.
I did change my attunement set.
Gotcha.
I got rid of my Ring of Protection for the Ring of X-Ray.
Gotcha. All right. So to the Willbreaker then.
All right, put the rest of that down. You're not going to finish it.
Says you, and then she finishes it all in one go and almost throws it up. Yeah, almost throws it up.
I just shake my head. You're pushing your luck, young lady.
Oh, like you haven't? Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm not carrying you home if you can't walk.
I'm fine.
You can't even carry your own hammer.
Because I don't have to.
Exactly.
You think you're...
It's because you can't carry it. He can't carry his own hammer.
It's true.
I don't know what we're doing right now.
I go ahead and summon it and decide to carry it just because she's testing my patience right now.
You want to fucking bet?
You guys walk back down the street, down to 7th Street. On your way down, you guys do get like a view of the nearby ocean that borders the Devil's Reach in this corner of Arcala. You see that there are like a handful, like 5 or 6 very, very, very short piers with like the biggest vessels you see are like small fishing boats. Some of you are aware that there are like ridiculously high reefs that surround the borders of Devil's Reach ocean side. So large like shipping boats and galleons and frigates aren't able to make port here, but like smaller fishing vessels can like go out and fish and come back fairly easily, which is surprising to you because currently docked at like one of the more longer ports here is this massive like flotilla of several flat wooden ships that are connected to one another via like wooden bridges and ropeways, and each section has like a weird beep 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 beep.
More.
Each section has like a very large like presentory structure. There are circus tents, there are buildings, and the whole thing is like lit in various magical lighting in a very like come here, come see kind of look to it. But that is not currently where you are headed. Instead, you guys make a left onto Maladomini Street, and this street is home to a lot of colorful, exciting things. You see a veritable, almost like a pop-up circus. There are like very small mechanical rides for children and adults to entertain themselves on. There is like a 40-foot high Ferris wheel that looks very dangerous and very rusted, but colorful. There are fire jugglers in that look to be like they look like a person dressed as like an infernal clown, just like juggling fire and stuff. There is this gorgeous blue and red stage where people are getting ready to perform some sort of stage play. And there are just like various like outdoor stalls that are just handing out like meat on a stick,
Mutton on a stick.
alcohol in like very easily crushable see-through cups.
Red Solo Cup.
You do see like a small lemonade stand-sized booth that from one angle it says kissing booth. Well, from far away it says cursing booth, but as you get closer it says kissing booth. 2 embers.
Concurs.
And this booth is manned by a very, very, very beautiful, busty little lady and a ruggedly handsome man. And as you walk past, they just like gently entice you. to partake of their wares.
This place takes me back. It's been a while.
Oh yeah, did you
Kissing
guys?
booth before?
Say again.
You've been to the kissing booth before?
Don't lie, Vaxxus.
No, I haven't.
He's not lying.
I used to perform in the plays, though. That was pretty fun. I did enjoy being the villain. It was probably the highlight of the carnival for me.
What shows were you in?
Well, it's been a while. I don't really recall the name. My memory's a little hazy, but we used to have a play where it'd be the Tiefling origin story, how we escaped from the hells, and they were being chased out by one of the archdevils, and since I could fly, well, it made me the perfect choice to play one of the archdevils.
Get out of here, you stupid kid!
He would also play in the story is called I forget what the story is called, but it's all about like driving carriages really fast, and there was a high emphasis on family.
Forget how it ends, but your mother's a whore.
I think it was called Mumble Growls.
Mumble Growls, that's what it was. Weird title. Eventually, you find your way into like a very sleazy looking alleyway. That's sort of like sectioned away from the rest of this locale by the way. The beginning of like this carnival fair like situation has a large wooden banner that reads the Midnight Carnival. But past the Midnight Carnival, in a secluded alleyway, you see that there is a handful of these there's a handful of these like
More than a handful?
a big like
Wait, whose handful? Us or?
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
you see about half a dozen of these black bikini-clad imps that are just like gesturing
Oh no.
sultry through the aisle.
Are they smoking cigars too and stuff?
Some are. Hey girl,
Yes.
you want to have a hot time?
Yes, it's a dude imp in a bikini. Even better.
You pass by in this alley a number of like very ostentatiously named locales. The Red Room, the Pleasure Pit, and finally the Will Breaker.
Weren't we not supposed to go here?
I mean, yeah, but if we have to go here,
Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil, you could say, Kulkras.
just hold on to your wallets and keep your pants on. We should be fine.
As you're taking me to all the attractions, I guess you would call it, of Devil's Reach, it occurs to me I never gave you guys a proper tour of Redmire.
Well, I'm sure there's always another time for that if you feel so obligated.
I feel obligated after all of you showed me.
Yeah, we
Oh,
might have
fuck.
shown you perhaps a bit too much, as I kind of look around and go, yeah.
The goblins.
Nah, he needs to see more. This is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg.
What does that mean, needs to see more?
I mean, look, I'm just saying that, you guys can stay around and hang out and, see more of the town. There's nothing wrong with that.
I guess. I mean, where they come from, they don't have anything like this.
Well, then this would be a great experience. A learning experience for everyone.
What?
Well, don't say we didn't warn you. Make our way over to the Wallbreaker.
As you guys are making your way there, Lindira looks up at you, Kulkras. I mean, I know where Vaxxus comes from. I can kind of get where Count Orlin comes from. What about you?
I don't have my notes on me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna picture you standing like this, like just almost
Just down.
always. You can blame Guy for that one. He started doing that.
I got my map. Hold on.
Well, I can't wait to hear all about it. More of a reason why you guys should stay in town. The outside of the Willbreaker doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. It is just a simple black building amongst other
That's called something else.
black wood buildings with a sensual red door out front that just reads Willbreaker in Infernal. In fact, you have to be the one to point it out.
Huh? Vandersex all over.
No!
This establishment also has one of those like rules gates that in Infernal basically reads all sales are final.
Safe word's broccoli.
Only me and Lindera can read it, but we let them know what it says. So whatever you pay for in here, there's no refunds. But I don't know how you get a refund, really.
Inside the Willbreaker is a very dark lit interior. The only light source are from like these weird ambient low like reddish purple lights that are in some of like the corners of the rooms, or the corner of the room that you currently enter. And this is more of just like a reception area. There are fancy red velvet couches and chairs here. There is like a small attendant desk and a long dark hallway that you can see framed in purple lights are what can only be described as sensual rooms.
Uh-oh. What? Dark tunnel.
Scoozy.
The air is thick with like this low hanging purple fog it smells sensual, whatever that means to you. But through down the hallway, every now and then you see like a figure peek out, and for each of you, the figure that peeks out is just like the most attractive version of whatever. It's basically like your ideal partner. Vaxxus, a lady peeks out, and you watch as they immediately just transform into a young tiefling lass with whitish hair, and just sort of disappears, but behind the purple light. Orlin, you see an even bustier elven maid wearing like a really thick like dog collar and chain. Kulkras,
those counts are into some kinky shit.
What tickles your pickle?
Kulkras, you I don't know exactly what Kulkras is into, but that is what
definitely
that. You also can't help but notice that there is an individual that pops out. They look Like an even more ruggedly handsome tiefling version of Orlin.
That's weird.
Yeah, don't know.
I didn't know you had relatives that work here, Orlin.
We should not have brought a lady to this place.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was distracted. What's going on?
She's grown up here. It's not like she has virgin eyes.
Here specifically?
No, not here specifically.
No, Kulkras. In town, all right? It's kind of hard to ignore places like this.
You wouldn't let her do a little shot and you take you to a brothel?
She's more than old enough to make her own decisions, whether they're bad decisions or her choice.
Yeah, I still call him brother.
So
She gives you a hug.
So what would you want me to do about it, Orlin?
I don't know, I'm just saying it's weird that we brought a lady to a brothel.
They're everywhere, all right?
Ladies at brothels.
We are here on business, not that business, but
Well, there's quite a few here if you open your eyes when we were walking through.
all I saw was like 5 carnivals.
I've tried not to do that since I've gotten here.
Hey, it's just an average Grissom here in Devil's Reach, which is a Monday.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
But for me, it was Wilson.
Wilson!
Is that what we call it Tuesday? Is it Wilson?
With an E, but yeah.
Oh no.
Wilson.
I can't believe it's only Wilson.
She'll be fine. I'll keep an eye on her. You better behave.
I promised that I would. At some
I
point,
had my fingers crossed.
I would say Kulkras and Orlin, you two notice that at the end of the dark hallway with all of the purple lit rooms, there is like an old lady there, and
Hello, kitties.
she's slowly.
That's what you're into.
Fantasies is this?
He said an old woman at the end of the hallway.
Hey, we're not here to judge, right?
She doesn't walk towards you. In fact, there's like that horror thing
It
of
just
like
keeps getting better.
it's that horror scene of like they're at the end of the hallway and then they just like quickly move forward towards the other end, closer to you all.
That is scary.
But before you see the visage of a very plain, older-looking tiefling woman with brown hair that just sort of dangles, modest gray clothes, wrinkly skin. Why, hello there. Welcome to the Willbreaker. What sort of entertainment could I offer you this fine day?
Well, for starters, we'd like to speak with the lady of the establishment, Miss Susie.
Oh, well, you are speaking to her, and it's Sally.
Oops.
Hopefully that's...
What did I say?
You'll have to excuse me. I've lost track. I've had many a drink today.
I can smell it from here.
Yes, I've gotten used to it, believe it or not, but you see, we're on more of an errand. You see, Miss Judy is missing something that belongs to her.
Is she now?
That one sounded a bit more strained.
Yes, we're looking for her eye. I don't know if it's right or left, but... Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Who wouldn't be looking for their missing eye? Well, unfortunately, I have several eyes here, but I don't think that they are hers. All the eyes here belong to me, you see.
All right, how much are they? How much money do you want? We'll buy the friggin' eye from you.
Oh, I'm afraid my eyes aren't for sale. But if it's entertainment that you want. And at that point, you watch as like multiple people come out from the hallway just to like peek out, and they all wear the same visage of a young tiefling lass with white hair that just sort of eye Vaxxus longingly.
All right,
make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh. I was afraid of this. Crap.
That might be the wrong save, but I'll let you know specifically.
15.
15?
Yep.
Yeah. Vaxxus, you feel...
Yes.
You
Go
feel... That's a big bottle. You feel a similar... you feel a sensation of like tantalizing infernal lust try to like encroach upon your mind from this hallway, and you've experienced this sort of like grasping before. Long ago, whenever you first woke up from your long nap, there was a time when you had inadvertently visited the Willbreaker once before. Something had drawn you in, and this feels very familiar. But this time you are able to resist and keep your will intact. How do you respond?
I get a little upset. They are not real. Send them away now.
At that point, you, the air sort of like gets tense in here, and you watch as those tiefling visages transform entirely to like stereotypical succubus, incubus. Humanoid forms with horns and BDSM gear that just sort of look a little bit disappointed, but also intrigued.
We
Like-
all saw the...
Yeah.
Okay.
And at this point, you watch as Sally, her demeanor absolutely changes. All right, fucker, what do you want?
Give me the damn eye, and I'll be out of here. How much do you want for it? Just give me the damn eye.
Like I said, the eye is not for sale.
You're about to have a very big problem, because not only are you not giving me the eye, you are making me very upset by bringing back terrible memories.
Well, that's not really my problem, dearie.
I start choking her.
Make an athletics check.
Yeah!
Oh no, she likes it.
Just harder.
Oh, that's pretty good. You said a check?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's way better. You said it's athletics?
Yes.
Whew. It's huge.
Is your Brassel battle map set up?
It's gonna have to be.
I don't think that's frilly enough for what he's got prepared.
Got the generic titty statues later.
I couldn't have rolled much better, man. My dice know when to help me out tonight. 26.
26.
Yes, I am very upset right now.
You managed to wrap your hands around the throat of this old tiefling lady, and as you slowly attempt to choke her out, you watch as
this
her
escalated very quickly.
you watch as her form changes from like an old tiefling lady to like a fairly large, malformed hag of a woman. Her features just become lot more rotten and ugly. Her like parts of her hair kind of like falls out. Her fingernails are long and broken in places. Warts sort of like and boils form on her head and face, and her nose becomes unnaturally long and hooks upward. And her eyes turn like a jaundiced yellow and green.
I'm gonna activate Form of Dread too.
Oh, you think you can only do that?
Yeah, she gets even scarier. What?
Go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
Where's the trigger?
Damn it, guy. Uh, 25.
25. Yes. This hag, this sultry Sally, looks to like her succubi workers.
I look at one of them and I just do this. Like don't even think about it.
They look like expectedly towards them to like help out, but none of them are like approaching. And for the life of her, she can't understand why. Kulkras, you're not sure when this creature appeared in this room that you guys are standing in. Maybe it was always there, maybe it followed you in, you're not exactly sure, but now you are registering.
Damn it, Toffee.
Now you are registering.
Toffee bars here.
Unlike one of the back shelves, just behind Vaxxus, within eyesight of Sally as he's like wringing her neck, is that white rabbit staring daggers at Sally.
Is it behind Sally, or is
It's in front of Sally, but
I'm
like,
facing it, or I'm facing it, or my coat? It's behind me, and I'm looking at my coat.
I will say everyone is pointed towards Sally and the hallway. The rabbit is like behind you.
Okay, so no, behind me.
Yeah,
Okay,
behind all of you.
so it's
Because you're all facing one way, and the rabbit's behind you guys.
well, Sally would be facing the rabbit.
Correct. So
If you choke him,
yeah, come on, let's do this.
So Vaxxus choked the DM, and then put it in the
Yeah, like, here. You guys are all looking at me.
Yeah.
The white Bulbasaur there is
Yeah.
where.
Yeah.
as they put the fox where the rabbit is.
Exactly. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
We get the gist of it then.
Okay, cool. The hag tries to say something. Okay, I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
All right. I'd let her go, and then I let her step back a little bit, and I put up Cloak of Flies to let her know I'm serious right now. I'm getting so pissed off.
So I'm assuming the rabbit's still there. I'm just going to be like, how interesting, and actually turn my head towards the rabbit.
I just make sure I'm not close enough to anybody for the time being. So.
Kulkras, I'll also say that while Vaxxus is doing this, Lindira looks just mortified at Vaxxus's presentation. Like, scared.
The form's normal. The actions transpire. That's rare.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
I mean, everybody's immune to fear right now.
Well, yeah, that just further elevates like the What the fuck?
Okay. All right.
You might want to leave this out of your report later.
Okay. Sultry Sally. She's like a large creature, and she's being bullied by you.
Bully this man!
I rolled pretty well.
Hey, we're the Fist, all right? We bullied 2 greater demons before you, all right? At lower levels. You don't have the concept of that.
I do remember that.
You guys did.
That was a long time ago.
Fuck you guys. Fuck that by and a wyvern
Oh, that was
today.
See, that one's less impressive. The two demon lords are impressive because we were lower level.
A wyvern swooped down and said, "I'm about to ruin your help."
Wyvern's like, nah, I'd win.
You ever seen a low level group of adventurers bully 2 greater demons? You have now.
Sally, like clenches at their throat.
You ain't so sultry now, are you?
Easy, killer, easy.
You want the eye so bad? Fine. Judith may have her eye. Let me go fetch it.
She goes from
Insight check.
Go ahead and make an insight check. As she goes from behind a counter, she pulls up a jar filled with eyeballs.
Damn.
I totally trust her with a 7.
Oof.
Totally trust her.
Oof.
She's good.
She like takes her hand, her ugly gnarled hand, and sifts through like a handful of eyeballs until she eventually like plucks one out.
Can I make a perception check to see if it looks like Judy's other eye that she still has?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Not my speciality, but I will try nonetheless. That's not terrible. 14.
14. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks comparable.
Okay.
Here's the wretched eye.
I'll even give her 20 gold because I'm feeling generous and just say, "This better be the eye. Do not make me come back here."
The customer is always right.
And I'll take it and I'll just start making my way out of here. And I'll slowly lose this and then I'll turn off Cloak of Flies.
The last time you were here, that wench made a party for you. Next time you darken my door, I'll make sure that you stay forever.
I'm never coming back here, wench.
Promises, promises.
It's a nice laugh.
Thank you. What else do you guys do here at the Willbreaker, or do you just leave?
I mean, I'm leaving this up to them. I don't care what they do.
As we leave, I lock eyes with whatever incubus look like a more handsome version of me, and I just walk out.
He looks at you and does the.
Roll for initiative.
Mine's bigger.
Oh no. Oh no. What have we done?
What haven't we done? Kulkras, as you turn to leave the Willbreaker, you try to like lock eyes onto the rabbit once more, and it is gone from sight. You're not exactly sure where it went.
Darn, I was hoping I could have the rabbit rip out the hag's heart.
As you guys
I
stand,
say that as we're exiting, not just loud enough for maybe one succubi to hear it and just be like, darn, the rabbit's gone. Oh well, the last person to threaten Vaxxus got their heart ripped out by it. The succubus.
What?
the fork.
It's been a while, but yeah, that was pretty accurate.
You guys find yourselves outside of the Willbreaker, and Lindera looks up at you, Kulkras. Vaxxus, sorry.
Yes.
You okay?
Yes, it's just I never want to go back there again.
What?
What happened? What was that? Were you there?
Unfortunately, and I don't want to talk about it.
I think you need to.
Are you talking about before or just right now?
I
I think before.
I'll tell you some other time, I promise.
I'll hold you to that before you leave.
You said
Because you guys are going to leave at some point. I'm sure you guys are.
well, you said you were coming with us. It almost sounded like I couldn't stop you from coming.
Well, depends.
What?
It's still up. I'm hedging my options. I'm hedging my bets.
Will the guard even let you leave?
We'll talk about it later. How about that?
Fine, it's a deal.
All right. She holds out her hand.
I just kind of like rub her hair instead of grab her hand.
Ah, sure. Always does this, I swear. So yeah, you now have presumably Judy's eye.
Be awkward if it isn't.
Yeah, just come back. Well, this is good enough, right?
Is this it?
No.
Can you use it?
I want to wash it off first.
you look at it. Well, I think it's pickled. I heard they're pretty tasty.
Squeeze the jelly from their eyes. It's good on toast.
You guys make your way back to the Witch's Brew, and do you present the eye to Judy?
Oh, wait, let's go back and release the troll in there.
The what now?
Ain't no party like a troll party.
Nothing.
I present the eye to Judy. This looks like your eye, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, nice pun. I saw what you did there. Certainly does look like my eye. And she takes it, and she doesn't even bother like washing it off. She licks it and then puts it, and then like shoves it into her own eye socket. And you
This
walk.
lady's dope.
You see that like her like the eye that she just put in is like almost like double the size of her other eye, but she seems very content. Like, yes, yep, that's my eye, all right.
As she licks the eye and puts it in, I like cringe and wipe off dirt that isn't on my armor.
I'm sure it's just swollen.
Seems very in line.
So, promises made, promises kept. You want to know about your green-haired bitch?
If you would be so kind, yes.
I need something of hers. What do you have? What do you carry?
Mushroom!
It is technically hers.
That will do. Takes the mushroom, eats a little bit of it. Yes.
She rub out her eye.
This is how I see her.
She does pull out like a little, like a smaller makeshift cauldron. Grounds the mushroom up, sets it on fire with magic, and like purple and yellow smoke comes out. And throughout the purple and yellow smoke, you all see within the smoke a vision of indeed Yadi.
We're just doing this in the middle of a bar, and
yeah,
a random person's like, "Can I get another drink?"
Wait,
yes.
Who's the help staff?
You watch as go ahead and everyone who's looking at this make a perception check.
I'll make
Try to gauge like their whereabouts.
I'll make one for me, one for her.
Gotcha.
Let me bring up her sheet because I forget.
That's right. We made a character sheet for Lindera.
Does this one get my robe of eyes?
I will say
It's a weird one.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. I made her.
And Saoirse can give you advantage if you'd like.
I made her the low wisdom character.
I think most of us are.
Not you, Mr. 19 over there with your fancy circle
I was gonna say that's my ring.
or whatever.
Ring's just a tiny circlet.
Okay.
Tiny, you see.
I got a
Circle
17.
for AIDS.
I got a 17, and Lindira got a 0. Because she has a -2.
Nice.
10.
10.
How does math work?
You add up.
Do what?
You don't know the negative, do you, bud?
No, it's 15 plus 18. Or 15 plus 8. 3 plus 18.
I was like, good lord.
Look, I want my 40, goddammit.
Good lord.
That would be 23. I
23.
believe.
Yeah.
Alright. Vaxxus, you recognize that the surrounding area around Yadi is the Geistwood Forest. In fact, it almost looks like she is fairly nearby your treehouse. Within the vicinity of.
Sure.
She's the one who took the booze.
Oh yeah, she has to die, huh?
You see that and Kulkras, you see like she's in a patch of forest that looks like you traveled through the forest earlier today and yesterday. The forest is like dark, it's cold, it's filled with like mist, but like very little shrubbery and greenery. It's almost like a dry marsh type of place. But here you see that there are mushrooms growing in this space, comically large in size, and you see a tree that is like a very gnarled looking tree that is covered in like purple and yellow mold and spores, and there is a small stump that is currently being used as a table of some sort, and Yadi's just sort of enjoying the space, and she has her own pot of something cooking on an open flame. It looks to be like a bunch of it looks to be like mushroom soup, but it has like some elements of rotted meat inside.
There
There
stole it from the goddamn place. Your guys' place. All that rotten meat that was just left open. The fridge was left open.
I left the fridge open.
I was gonna eat that.
there's also like various mounds of something within the space that is also sporting a handful of mushrooms. I believe this is the witch that you seek.
That looks like her, right, Kulkras? My memory's a little hazy.
Definitely looks
Okay, I was gonna say I rolled that giant one. Yes, it is.
How long can you maintain this? Can we use this as like a teleporting location?
Ask Miss Judy here. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Teleportation, unfortunately, is just outside of my purview.
But could you use this as like a source for your teleporting?
Now that you've seen the area.
I think it needs to be an actual circle with sigils, unfortunately. But
Right, Shiima has the staff that does the...
Sounds like you need the cat stick.
Yeah, cat scratch fever.
You really do know a lot about us.
It's my job to know things and be mysterious and spooky. Is it working?
Yes, kinda.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'd be more afraid if I hadn't drank that alcohol earlier.
Liquid courage gets them every time.
well, we could summon steeds and track her down. She seems to just be on foot.
Afoot.
The smoke clears and
Judy regards you all. Thank you so very much for retrieving me eye. Gravewalker, dear Gravewalker, I'm sorry that you had to experience such hardships with this little recovery mission of mine.
I'm not going back there again.
Do you want to know why you were called there in the first place? This I offer for free, for a job well done. And quick, too.
Well, I'll just look at my sister because I know she wants an explanation at one point. I'll just say, go right ahead. Be my guest.
Not many people come back from the dead. Sure, we have magics that do such things, but they don't always happen.
It was pretty cool when you did Kulkras.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Lindira looks up at you and she's like,
Look, I died, but I got better, okay? Not as dramatic as him, but...
I didn't get
Seriously, is everything better just outside of Devil's Reach?
I mean, it depends what your definition of better is, little sister.
But yes.
I mean, I got yelled at by a
Hey, you
god.
shut up over there, woman.
I got yelled at by a god.
Don't-
but that,
Don't reflect your fancy-pantsy ideals on the rest of us.
Resurrections that just
I'm not laughing.
resurrections that happen outside of the normal purview of, casting raise dead and resurrect and all of that simple academic method of raising the dead. It is my understanding that the Gravewalker here was resurrected under unusual circumstances. This drew the lustful attention of one such creature I think you all know of, the Bloody Mistress. She wanted to make sure that you were properly welcomed back, and she wanted to get her claws in you as soon as inhumanly possible. She saw that you were mourning the loss of love, and she wanted you to put that love aside, to say goodbye. That's why you were enticed to the Willbreaker by the bloody Banshee's will to break yours, to bring you all the more closer to her.
Yes, I was at probably my lowest when that happened, and I can't take it back, but I'm not very known for making good decisions, but perhaps I can change that moving forward.
The bloody siren is not yet done with you, I think. It's a grave thing to be courted by her, from what I hear. People lose their hearts and their blood. But you seem to be an individual who can live without a heart. So that is why you are of interest to her.
I mean, I still have feelings, believe it or not. I'm not sure what you're getting at here, Miss Judy.
You come to my establishment, you drink of my booze, but you don't eat of my food. In fact, I don't think you eat of food at all.
Sure, I'm kind of hungry. Give me some of that food over there.
Give me the food.
I
would have one food, please.
Yeah, I'll just say I rolled a natural 1 on my persuasion check.
I shall partake of one food.
All I'm saying is you are a suitor for the White Queen who certainly breaks the mold. That is why she is so interested in you. But if you are unsure, or if you want to know more, there is another hag in the area who might be able to help you, young Grave Walker.
It's in the form of a paperclip. Would you like to know more?
Callous Clippy, they call her.
Oh no.
That's so.
If you are of interest, there is such hag on the outskirts of the village. Look in the forest for a circle of red mushrooms. Step in, step out, and you will be near her hut. It smells of death and sinew.
Your favorite.
Is that just who we scryed?
Is Yachty really a
I mean, I guess we'll find out. Could be something completely different.
Best of luck to you all. I can't wait for you to come back and partake of more of my wares and magics and advice and company.
Yeah, can I still get that refill?
Are you still open?
It's like
Back off!
He's like the one guy in there right now.
If I understand as I leave.
Fuck out of here, Rico! I don't want to be rude, but I'm waiting for like 20 minutes.
We really need to eat some villains that have better taste. Everybody stinks or lives in a sewer or dines on mushroom people.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Orlin, but not every villain is so glamorous as
Dragon Link.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fine. Maybe we'll go on a little trip and we can go fight your dragon.
The Mantador was pretty cool. He turned out to just be a nerd.
Our greatest enemy, nerds.
I guess in your experience, it's not as bad as being smelly. Then.
Lindera is just like, what?
We
A nerd manticore?
we get to the dragon. It's really just a giant nerd with big glasses.
guys? My sinuses. Yeah.
All right, buddy, we're gonna have to kill you.
I'll do it. I swear.
Oh,
I swear to the 12, I will.
well, thank you again, Miss Shooty, and please hold on to both those eyes. Now,
I'll always keep an eye out for the fist. And as she says that, you watch as her big bulging eye just like spins in her socket.
It would be really weird if you had to go back and choke her out again. That's what you say.
You knew it.
that's what I was afraid of. I'll start making my way outside. I'm gonna start to ritual cast Phantom Steed so we can try to chase after Yachty.
Okay. You do have a flying steed with Saoirse already.
Well, we have X amount of steeds, but we have X amount of people too. So
Where did we leave me a bit?
I assume you've just been following us around.
Whatever did we say?
I'd say, yeah, Babe has been following.
we stayed at my family house, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's probably there.
Still in demon form.
I mean, by the time it takes you to go back there and bring her back, I'd probably be done with my ritual cast, if that makes sense.
You could just summon it.
I only did one today, but it comes in yesterday for some reason.
Well, no, couldn't you just telepathically say, come here? Or no?
I don't think so.
You go back to retrieve Maeve.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to cast a spell, right?
The ritual
So by the
cast.
time you cast that, we'll probably be at your house.
Lindera accompanies you, of course. Kulkras, do you do anything?
Nope, not enough time to read any more of the scroll.
Alright, fair enough. Vaxxus, you meticulously weave infernal and eldritch energies and uses summon. What does your phantom steed look like?
Well, I remember you were given it a particular visage because we were in Devil's Reach. I don't know if that's still the case. I mean, that's what you said when we were like over at the Saliston Mountains and everything.
I thought that was just his, because yours is something different than what he summons.
Yeah, since phantom steeds create just like a steed that looks like the stats that
that are offered, I'll say that sure, it still looks like a black Clydesdale-sized horse that is kind of fiery in nature, but it does have the stats of what you have.
Stats of what I have.
Whatever's listed in the Phantom Steed spell.
It's just 1 HP. And it travels X amount of distance. That's about it.
Then yeah, that's what it looks like. But it does
HP
that.
for this horse.
Well, yeah. If it takes any damage, it disappears.
And Maeve's still the nightmare form.
Maeve is still in nightmare form and stats.
Time to kill another wyvern with it.
Yeah, charge. Well, I guess we all saddle up when we meet back over at the Witch's Brew. We'll make our way out to the outskirts of the Geistwood. See if we can track down Yavi.
All right. You make your way out to the Geistwood forest with Maeve, Sersha, Phantom Steed, and Lindira in tow. Lindira's like, are we gonna go fight a witch in the forest?
Unless you're scared.
I think actually we're fighting a monk.
This sounds fun.
It's some evil lady. Do you have any disagreements with that?
This is how legends are made.
This is how legends are made.
Now she doesn't have an entire dungeon to back her up.
So you've fought against this thing before?
No, we were half dead.
Oh.
I think we have her blood in a vial, actually.
Probably. I don't know if that's everyone's
It's called a souvenir.
or someone in particular, but yeah, something like that. It was one of our early adventures.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we totally could have traded with a devil or something with that blood to find out exactly where she was. But hey, choking out a hag, that's fun too.
Shit. What did we fight before we entered the mines? Were those two greater demons, or am I just? What are the stats on that?
I would say they were low to mid, but they were probably the strongest of the rookie level demons.
Well, no, what were they called though? What was the? I think we discovered the monster type.
We fought them, and then we went into the mine, and then there was that other crap we ran into. It was some giant spore monster or something.
Also, but when she was teleporting away, I threw the axe at her and it clipped her shoulder before she teleported away.
And that's how you were able to get her blood.
You do have a very good memory. I vaguely remember it, but it's been such a long time.
But that's what I was going to tell Lindare is that it was one of our earlier adventures. We bullied two of those demon lord things. Completely bullied them.
I mean, fighting against demons is also what we do in Devil's Reach as well. So if she has more of those, then I at least know how to handle myself around them. I think we should be fine. Offhand, I don't know exactly what they were. I'm scrolling through them now. When I find it, I'll let you know it exactly. But yeah, some mid-level demon.
Yeah, I forget what they were called.
I'm in the D's.
In the D's. Give them the D.
But as you guys make your way out, you go past the tents of the Order of the 12 that are stationed here. It looks like a couple of them are preparing to arm themselves to go into town to try to find Thal by any means necessary.
Just
that's the vibe you get.
Jackasses!
I don't know if Lindare was riding with me or Orlin, but I was probably going to say to everyone, well, we might need to address that on the way back.
I mean, if we bring back Yadi's body, if she's, if she actually helped murder those people, it might clear Thal's name.
Well, it couldn't hurt.
Guess we'll find out. As you guys continue outwards, I guess let's get a marching order. Who's in front?
I know my steed travels pretty fast, and we haven't hit difficult terrain. I don't know how fast the arrows go.
That is true. I don't know the flight speed on these things anymore.
Oh, I'm looking at the.
Well, let's just say, like, we've got 1, 2, 3 creatures, 3 like mounts, and 1, 2, 3, 4 players, like 4 humanoids. So who's on what creature?
I'm on Saoirse.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming I'm on Maeve then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call mine Grudge, but yeah. Since we all got names for everything.
Lindira and Vaxxus are on Grudge.
Okay. It goes 100 feet at a, or can go up to 100 feet in a turn, it looks like. I can go 10 miles an hour, or 13 at a fast pace, which I guess is the 100-foot speed. I don't know how mounted speed works.
Nice. Hezrao. Hezrao was the type of demon you guys fought. Large fiend, challenge rating 8, if that helps.
I bullied the shit out of those.
We did pretty good. We were like
Yeah.
level 3 or 4. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Hezraos are no joke.
It felt like we were the parademons bullying Green Lantern in that dark movie. Just
Until we needed I think it was Brahmer's help underground there because we were all getting whooped.
Vaxxus, since you know these woods more, you take everyone. It takes about 45 minutes to get to the treehouse, but from here you're not exactly sure where the this mushroom patch is. Nice.
I ain't good.
If anyone would like to make a nature check to try to like gauge where this could potentially be, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I mean, there was that for the hag, and then there was tracking down Yachty, so I don't know if this check would cover both or one together.
Well, you believe that Yachty is in this mushroom place.
Oh,
So the nature is to look for the mushroom place
gotcha.
from where you are. So
Takes
Then we got a survival to see if there are any tracks or any mushrooms that don't really match up with this area or anything.
nature or survival.
Can Saoirse help me?
I'll allow it.
I'll do one for Lindira.
I'll do survival. Survival's pretty good.
29 for survival.
Nice.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
We're looking. We're all looking.
19 for
19.
survival.
I got an 8, and Lindira got a 6.
Okay, so the locals are no help.
Ranger, baby.
That's kind of wild, isn't it?
However,
The one with the magic coat and the ranger.
Kulkras and Orlin, both of you kind of have an inkling towards a northwestern direction, mostly because of this this sickly sweet scent that is on the air. It is ridiculously faint, but you are able to ascertain it, and you kind of know where the direction is.
It smells like caramel.
And that smell is fairly similar to the mushroom smells of Langdale. So you tentatively follow that direction for about another half hour or so. It's like slowly starting to get dark out. You guys have been out for a while, and it's the fall season, so the days are shorter. So we'll say it's around 6:30 p.m. Still keeping the same formation. Well, Actually, new formation. Who's out front? What's the conga line of mounts?
I mean, I guess that'd be first. I think they can fly, so I mean, I don't know how relevant it is, but
We're in a V formation. He's on the bottom. We're just in the air.
Mighty Ducks.
If you want that to be the case, you can.
Sure.
We call it fighting flamingo formation.
The FFF.
Oh man. Formation.
This guy's about to get
While this is actually better. While you guys are in,
just keeps getting better.
so Vaxxus, you and Grudge are just like following the flying forms of Kulkras and Orlin on their mounts. Orlin and Kulkras, you see ahead of you no roll necessary. You guys see a section of forest that definitely looks like a little more dead than the rest of the forest. Like fall is coming, so like all of the trees are like slowly dying and shedding their leaves for fall and winter. This section of the forest looks like it's dying faster than the rest of the forest. And you also see like a very, very faint smoke trail of what could be considered a campsite. I'll say it's about 200 to 300 feet in front of you if you guys want to do some planning.
We're going with break shit, right? Get Hugh out.
So I swung first.
So anyway, I started blasting.
I started swinging.
All right. Do you guys dive bomb and start to come in, or do you remain in the air?
going to dive bomb.
Okay. Kulkras, what do you do?
Well, here's a... No, that would be...
Turn into giant ape midair and donkey puncher.
Yeah, I think that's what...
Do the Hulk smash.
That's what I might do. So I was going to be like, do we want a surprise round? Because I could cloak us in.
Oh man, you do like a cloaked monkey elbow drop or something.
I wish the cloak would take an action to do.
Oh,
That item would be too broken if it was a bonus action.
Is this just like a hunter out here? He's like, oh.
it's Rico.
I love you. Oh no!
Ah, not again.
Ah, shit.
Came out here to look at the stars and then giant
I
monkey.
thought there was a giant monkey.
He is like the final boss one.
That is probably what I'm going to do. When we get close, because I'll just leap off of Maeve and rage and turn into a giant ape and just Donkey Kong it.
Okay. So
There is no talking.
So,
Hold B to skip cutscene.
all right. Vaxxus, how do you approach the situation? Lindera is like, whatever happens, I'm with you. Also, you dropped your hammer like 2 miles ago. I hope you know that.
I just resummoned it and I say, "What do you mean?"
Lies.
Just keeping you on your toes, big bro.
I got no plans, so I just keep going straight ahead. So.
All right. Do you come in waves, or do you all want to come in at the same time?
I mean, I can't really see them way up there very good.
Trying to time it with him at least.
You're about to see him come real quick. All right, but why though?
That does sound kind of terrifying, like a giant monkey flying through the air. Like, just doing some of this.
Maeve's like, what the hell is happening?
Dios mío.
Yeah, when monkeys fly.
All right.
You fool.
So, Vaxxus, writing Grudge. You got Lindira behind you, coming in. Orlin, you are dive bombing with Saoirse to what can only be described as like the center of this location, Kulkras. You jump off of Maeve in midair. Do you rage and go monkey?
Yes.
You rage and go monkey.
We dupes in that.
No, I don't want to talk.
As the three of you get closer to this site, you see that indeed, just like the smoky vision, there is like a weird clearing, not a clearing per se of trees, but there are just like various mounds of like the carcasses of dead animals, just like covered in spores that like litter the nearby space. There is this like really ugly tree that has purple and yellow spores on it. There is like a cooking station where there is some sort of pot or cauldron cooking over an open flame, and there is this like tree stump with like green moss on it. But on top of this stump is some sort of like a glass sphere, about smaller than a basketball. But there's this sphere that's about, I don't know, it's like a pale blue color, and it is glowing. And as all of these groups to sort of like converge on this location, I need everyone, and I mean everyone, including Saoirse. Not the nightmare Maeve, because she's up in the air, but I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws.
I'm
This
sorry.
is before I rage.
This is after you rage.
I'm sorry, Lindy. You're not gonna make this save. It's not how I formed her stats.
You fool.
Oh, I'm not gonna make this save either. Not with that. Oh no, it's a save? No, I'm confused. Not so great. Not so great.
Pretty good, actually.
Do any of you have any additional? I will say this is a charm effect. If that influences any of your features or defensive features of any kind.
I'm not.
Is it a plant?
Technically, it is.
It not plant based, I will say.
I am not an elf, so I will say no.
Okay. Lindira is not half elf, so she doesn't get this as well.
Yeah, I don't think we made it. Vaxxus got a 9 and she got an 11.
Okay.
Orlin got a 7 and Saoirse got an 11.
Nice.
16.
16.
High roller.
High roll. Not high enough, unfortunately. All three.
We love the mushrooms.
All three groups come in, converge, ready to kick ass and take names. However, all of you like sort of stop. Even like Saoirse and Grudge just sort of like slow their gallop into like a slow trot, and then it just like a full complete stop. And there is like a very loud impact of Kulkras landing on the ground in full ape form, just like. But there is like this weird calming sensation as all of your attention is drawn into this innocuous blue orb, and you're all like exactly 30 feet around this orb, and you're all just sort of just entranced by this sphere.
Shiny.
And all of your attentions are just drawn to it. And almost like just the orb exists. And that's when you hear the sound of a familiar voice laughing through the winds as one of these trees that are just covered in moss and vines starts to move. And you see a familiar tree ant just covered in controlling like spores and mushrooms as Barkface slams its arm into all of you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
That Barkface.
The boy who lived.
That fool, he just literally got rid of all the charmed effects.
Hopefully. That is kind of funny considering he had like 3 HP by the time we were done fighting the mummies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does not like us, and I don't blame him.
Well, now he's going to be dead, so he won't like anything. Quick, plant another bean, see if we can make another one.
I guess now is the time for Hugh to shine again, huh?
When we come back, we are going to roll for an initiative and see what happens here, and hopefully try not to get Lindira killed, but hey, we'll see what happens. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you want to help support us, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. If you can become a patron, your name will be added to the credits here, depending on what tier you subscribe to. And even if you only donate once, your name will be included in these credits forever, as long as the internet continues to exist in its current form. For every 10 patrons that we get, I will wear a stylish wig for an entire session. If you have any suggestions or ideas of what kind of wig you would want me to see, you can say so at our Patreon. Once again, at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. You will also get access to our Discord, where you can chat with us and other community members. We have slews of random information, memes, and silliness going on there that only patrons can enjoy and partake in. Not only that, for whenever we get up to 20, count them, 20 patrons, we will hold a random raffle to see who could possibly win a first edition copy of Written in Blood. That is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Written in Blood. At first I was just like, I hope I'm not making that stuff. Written in Blood, a lovely anthology series that our very own John has contributed to. You can have a signed copy or just a normal bland copy. That is up to you. But hey, if you don't want to wait around, or if you're not feeling lucky enough, check out, you can just buy it straight from the source at drivethugames.com. I remembered. I got there eventually. Yeah, and once again, every patron dollar that we get just goes back into the Underground Initiative itself for more minis, better equipment, just more of this. More. Feed me more. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next one, and please, 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 don't forget to stay incredible.
We'll be able to change the chant to wig. 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 Wig.